Okay, look at that. We're live. What? We're actually live. So, so thanks to everyone that can actually hear us for hanging out with us here. We are live. Let us know if the audio is coming through good for you guys or if there's any issues. Apologies for that. We thought we had awesome internet here, and then we came to find out that the internet would not actually let us broadcast. There's some safety blocks in it, super secrets that can't get out of Brownells. So Lola's standing up outside holding a MiFi device right now, and that's how we're transmitting this. So
2 hours later.
It's not that long. It's been what, 20 minutes?
No, I mean the Lola. 2 hours.
Oh yeah. No, I think she's just gonna leave it there. So as long as someone doesn't steal it, we're good. If we go down, someone stole the internet thing from outside. Okay, so James Miller says he can hear us. Shout out to everyone out there. Thanks to you guys for being patient with us. And we should get Roy back here in a second. Actually, let me go full screen. Yeah, let me go full screen to me. All right, guys, so I am going to kick this off right now. Let's get into this. First though, let me just remind everyone: go to hankstrange.com, sign up for our email list there. That's the best way to communicate with us. We can let you guys know all the stuff that's going on with us. I'm gonna hit the open.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation: Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
So make sure you smash those thumbs ups, ring the bell. I don't know if Walter or Patrick have a bell to ring. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we should we forego it? Patrick is saying forego the ringing of the bell.
Everybody on this video is hearing the echo. Look at your chat.
Oh, now people can hear the. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
so we don't want to do that.
We're
Yeah.
picking up. Turn us down on your laptop so the speaker doesn't pick us up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Try that.
Yeah, see if that's better. Is it better now? Can you guys hear us without an echo?
Is it better?
Yeah. Let us know. Let me see if I can. If we're echoing, what I could do if Patrick and Walter are talking, I could just mute us. If it really comes down to that.
That's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just mute us. That's all.
Yeah. So let us know if it's any better now.
I'll just smile.
I know this is crazy. Okay, listen. This is episode number 819, live from Brownells with Roy Hill, who's not here. He's outside with Lola right now, still messing around with stuff. We can literally look out the window and see them, right, Caleb?
I can see his locks of love just blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Right now.
And I have Caleb Savant of you do Smith Busters, and you're part of the Brownells studio.
Part of the Brownells video studio, Gunsmith, Gun Tech team.
Absolutely, and the second best hair in the gun business.
First best.
Second
hair.
best.
First
Second
best.
best.
You guys you and Brandon Herrera are gonna have to fight over that one.
Oh no, Brandon Herrera. He's third. He's third at least.
He's definitely.
Yeah, we
definitely
agree. Brandon's
least
third.
This
Brandon's
is 1 and 2. We still need to hammer this out. And figure out
exactly.
But I'm one. But
Yeah, Brandon's.
Brandon.
Go ahead.
Brandon's going for the Sasquatch look lately.
Oh,
Just like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So also we have Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms, as well as Babyface P. Patrick is here joining us. Like I said, we got a whole bunch of different things going on here. So Richard Monder says Hank is good. It's the others that have the echo. So there we go.
It's because he doesn't have a headset on. He doesn't have headphones.
Yeah. So I'm not using a headset. So if Walter and Patrick really get into it, then I have to mute.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, which is going to be awesome.
But the problem is if you mute. Yeah, it's a disaster. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah.
We don't plan anything around here. You just shoot from the hip.
No, we don't plan anything. And the show's brought to you by Barnauls, by the way. Barnauls, yay! Performance steel case ammunition, which everyone would love to have right now. Do you guys carry Barnauls in the store? We're in the Brownell store.
Barnaul?
Barnauls.
Barnauls.
Yeah, does Brownells have Barnauls?
Well, we could get on the computer right here and find out.
Yeah, there you go. We'll look it up. We'll let you all know.
Meantime.
Yeah. So meanwhile, while we're doing that, and we're still getting stuff figured out here, And by the way, you guys will be able to ask questions. The people in the chat, Walter, Patrick, can ask questions. We'll answer. What was I going to say? Oh,
We're live. Yeah. We're good.
we did it on a separate thing, so we used like our own thing outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
maybe in the
trying to help us.
future.
Thank you.
Maybe in the future, when we try to make history, make a special Hank Strange Wi-Fi that I can use, especially for me, that blocks nothing.
Okay, all right.
I promise I won't steal any secrets. Yeah. All right,
Just
so let's.
gave you $2.
Yeah, Toxic Patch Company gave us some money.
Money, 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 money.
All right, and I even have that in the wrong place. Let's move that up there a little bit. Okay, so big thanks to Toxic Patch Company. He says, what is this? He says, can I slide into those Brownell DMs?
On Instagram, sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. People slide into our DMs all the time. In fact, we even had a person called DM Slider in one of our videos.
Oh, yeah.
Years
right.
ago. If you check out some of the retro, whoosh,
Yeah.
slide right in those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Slide in our DMs anytime, dude.
Yeah. What about you, Caleb? People sliding up in those
I mean,
DMs?
my DMs are made for sliding.
this is so uncomfortable.
I mean, if you're uncomfortable, that's on you.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, it's on me. It's on me.
If you're uncomfortable, you're not doing it right. You need to use some kind of lubrication
Less sliding. Yeah.
for your slide-in situation. Yeah, yeah,
You
Patrick.
get another show sponsor that way, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Richard Monder says thumbs up for Mr. Roy.
Hi,
BOP.
Richard. Hope to see you again soon, brother.
Yeah, he's joining us all
gotta
the
get
way
a-
from England.
Yes, he is.
He's
So
got to
he's
get
like-
a bunch of gas before he can, or petrol before he can come over.
Petrol.
Yeah, they're having a
Crisis.
petrol shortage over there. That's
Yeah.
what I hear on the internet. Yes.
Oh, really?
Another generated crisis, I'm sure. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they diverting attention from over there in jolly old England?
Don't know. Toxic Patch Company says he's just making power moves.
Making power moves.
Yeah. So if you guys are ever looking for some patches, Toxic Patch Company. I don't know.
Toxic patch.
Yeah. I gave you guys the plug. Jade Grew says it's only weird if you make it weird.
Or you make eye contact.
Yeah. Don't kiss. No kissing. Okay. Really, that's the questions. What's going on in the world? Let's do that. I've been on the road. What's going on in
There's
the
a
world?
lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, what have you been on the road doing?
Yes. Fill us
Okay.
in.
Yes, so my first stop on my road trip here is obviously to Brownells.
Woohoo!
You know, and we did some what you call crazy quail.
Crazy Quail, shot Crazy Quail machines.
Yeah. So explain to the people what crazy quail is. Let's start with that.
If you're not familiar with Crazy Quail, it's a clay bird throwing machine. So if you take some clay bird throwers and put them on basically a carnival ride, and these things spin and tilt and do all sorts of things, and they just shoot clay birds in the. You can have 5 or 6 clays in the air at the same time. There's really no rules, no way to keep. I mean, you could invent games, but the pure joy of Crazy Quail is you just. It's controlled with a little laptop type touchpad thing, touchscreen, and wherever you tap or slide your finger, that's where it throws birds. And it's Crazy Quail because it's absolutely delightfully, gloriously insane. And I'm not a
sounds
shotgun
awesome.
guy, but I love Crazy Quail. It's also an ammo company's dream machine because I mean everybody on the
wasted by
line ran out of shells. You ran through your first box of shells in like the first 90 seconds, right?
Yeah, how many boxes did I do? I did like what?
Everybody had at least 10 boxes of shells. And then we brought 2 extra flats. So everybody had 250 plus about another 50 more. So everybody had basically 300 shotgun shells.
Yeah.
And y'all actually quit and we still had shotgun shells left. So
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
That
it
sounds so cool.
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
So
ballistic crack
right, and that was training for going pheasant hunting.
for going pheasant hunting, right?
Yeah. So I also
Oh, so
went
you guys
pheasant
haven't done? Oh, you did go pheasant hunting after.
I did, yes.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yes, so we went pheasant hunting. Lola flew out here and met me. And who was with us?
Kevin Dixie.
Kevin Dixie?
Guns
Dixon?
and Gadgets.
Yeah.
Jared.
Yes, Jared.
Tactical Toolbox Jonathan.
Tactical Tool. John of Wrong-Handed Shooter.
Wrong-handed shooter on Instagram, John. Yep,
Yeah,
he was
who
here.
else do we have? And then Hank Strange and Lola Strange. Yeah, okay.
Oh, 6.
Yeah. And we were...
So the question is, did anybody bag a pheasant?
Yes, we bagged 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the
bagged 10
same person that
pheasants.
bagged them all, or did
No, different people. I think everyone. So here's the thing. Here's the thing I have to say.
Here it goes.
I just have to say this.
here's excuse time.
Roy invited me out here to go pheasant hunting. First time for me, right?
Right.
I am a hunting virgin.
Have you ever shot
anymore.
clays?
Roy,
Not anymore.
what's
Have
that?
you ever shot clays?
I've shot clays, but I never went
Okay.
hunting of any sort, much less pheasant hunting. So Roy invites me out, which I was like, that's awesome. Okay, my buddy Roy, who I love from Brownells, we're going to hang out. We're going to go hunting. We're going to spend time together. We're going to get to know each other, just really bond on a deep level.
Right.
Okay, so he does the crazy clay thing to make sure that we all know what we're doing. And then he goes, guess what? I'm flying into Vegas tomorrow so I could see Bullet Valentina kick someone's butt.
By the way, I saw the pose with her at the end. Super cool.
Oh yeah. I got to go in the octagon. So yeah.
I didn't comment, but I was like, God, Roy just gets around everywhere. His face
Yeah,
just pops up
oh,
everywhere.
I'm glad you're happy about this.
Hey, when the UFC world champ says I got to go to the fight, dude, I got to go to the fight.
No, you do. Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on.
But I felt like I got that bait and switch.
I did not intend to bait and switch you, Hank. The pheasant hunt was planned for months and months.
Yeah.
And about 7 or 6 days before the hunt, I got the invite. So
Yeah.
I had to go. Darn
Yes.
it.
I'm happy for you. I could have gone with you, but okay.
Duty calls.
I know. Yeah, he was like, let me see. Bullet Valentina, nice
Hank,
Vegas
we've
trip.
been hanging out all day today.
Yes, we have been hanging out. We have
all
been
day.
hanging out today. So I did that, as well as I did a Smith Buster. Well, I don't know what are we
wasn't-
going to be. It's not a Smith Buster,
It
right?
wasn't a Smith Buster. It was borderline a Smith Buster. I
Yeah,
guess.
Patrick is like, no, he didn't do a Smith Buster. How do you know? What do you know,
Hank doing
Patrick?
a Smith Buster? Oh God. Hank, you tout yourself as being the guy that really knows nothing and just is in for the joy.
No, it wasn't
the
really a Smith
experience.
Buster. What was it we did? I recorded something with Caleb. What was it?
Yeah, it wasn't a Smith. It was the Hank Strange thing. I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's a Hank Strange
Yeah,
thing.
that's what will be called the Hank Strange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe they just shot a video with me just so they can get rid of me.
Yeah.
But we might never see it actually come out. Or it's a new series that's only going to have Hank Strange.
Stranger
I don't
things.
think
With
you're
one
ever, I don't think you're ever
episode.
gonna,
Somebody already got
I don't
that.
think you're ever going to see it.
Somebody already
Yeah.
got that. Just strange things.
Yeah, the strangest
The
things.
strangest things.
So I did actually a video for my channel, and then we did something together, which you guys should see in a couple days,
I
a
don't-
year.
Who's editing it? Editing it.
Who's
Yeah,
who's
it's,
editing it?
I would say a couple weeks tops.
Couple weeks, yeah. There you go. You heard it here from Caleb.
It must be editing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We'll start a campaign. Who does the editing, Matt? Or
No,
someone else?
we have 2 editors that,
Okay.
that work from home, and they
Okay.
do it. Yep.
They have peoples.
We got guys.
Yeah.
We know people, you know?
Yeah. So I'm doing that, and then what I'm planning on doing is, after this, I'm going to Indiana.
Cool.
I'm going to be doing stuff with Coachman in Indiana, an American coach. Be doing some stuff there, and then I think from there, we're making our way back, and I'm definitely going to the Overland East show, which is in Virginia. So that's like, I don't know, a week from now or something like that. A week and a half from now. So that's what I'm up to. My favorite part is hanging out with the Brownells guys.
Well, we love hanging out with you.
Yeah. You guys spoil me. So, okay, so that's me. That's what I'm up to. Patrick, what are you up to?
I hate to admit it, but I'm reliving my childhood. Diablo 2 Resurrected came out, and I've been just playing video games all weekend. I did get a video done. I got a video up. Went out today on the Liberty's new suppressor, but I've been really bad about playing video games lately.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so you're all caught up in the video games.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Caleb's over here smiling and nodding
Yeah.
when you said Diablo 2.
Look,
Resurrection.
Yeah,
I know how it is.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
I haven't watched one yet. I've been meaning for the better part of like a year now to pick up whatchamacallit. You guys did an episode on it recently. Escape from Tarkov. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm not sure if I will or not.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing Twitch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
want to say about that, Caleb? Yeah, you guys are doing a lot of that stuff now, right?
Yeah, so we partnered up with Jesse Kazam, the Twitch streamer. He's a Twitch streamer. He does a lot of Escape from Tarkov content on Twitch, and he does a bunch of tutorials and highlight stuff on YouTube as well for the
Okay.
game. And we teamed up with him, and we've been doing some streams, and we did our first podcast the Friday before last.
Okay.
And we're planning on doing another one probably this Friday. And yeah, it's just it's a really cool game because there's so many like in-depth, realistic like weapon modification and ballistic aspects to it. It's super cool and super in-depth.
So can people go play against you guys? Go ahead, Patrick. Sorry.
I was gonna say the only way to explain it is the sound in that game is like crispy. Like the sound effects, the gunplay, everything about it feels so good. But I'm not sure if I want to get into it. There's a lot of there's a huge possibility of rage quitting when you have some good loot and get murdered
so
by
here's
somebody.
the deal. So like most game companies, like they have animators that learn about gun stuff and then make the guns. Well, this company, like their gun animator was a gun guy, like a gun enthusiast that walked in off the street and was like, hey, I want to work for you guys, and then learned animating. So he did it the other way around. So that's why their gun stuff is so much better
It's
and
Interesting.
cleaner.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
And I'm probably going to age myself here, but I have to ask, where is Tarkov and why do you want to escape from it?
So Tarkov is a fictional place in the in the Ukraine.
Okay,
I think
okay.
it's-
Yeah.
Right?
And,
Yeah.
there was like this disaster that happened there. I think it was like some chemical related
Okay.
with some
So it's like
company developing
Soviet bloc zombie thing, or
No, there's
Sort
no,
of,
there's
sort
no
of.
zombies or anything like
But
that.
not zombies.
So there's this company called the Terror Group that was developing
Okay.
this different chemical or whatever. This
Roy's already
disaster
done. You already lost him.
No, I'm
No,
listening.
so-
I'm
Okay.
So
imagine this in my head.
So the Terror Group hired this private military
Uh-huh.
company to come in, and then like the Ukraine hired another one to come in and like kick those dudes out. So you have these two private military groups fighting each other.
Okay.
And
So it's kind of like radioactive.
This is funny
Mad
right
Max,
here.
yeah,
fictional
Okay.
Ukraine.
and then you have the locals
Roy is
that
like,
didn't wanna leave.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have them in there as well.
Right.
So there's that kind of danger
Right,
aspect.
so you've got like a three-sided swirling maelstrom of
Yeah.
fully automatic death.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How does this better the world?
This game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're asking the wrong question. How
Yeah.
doesn't it better the world?
Oh,
You gotta
boy.
ask the right questions.
So the gameplay though that makes it super addictive is you start out with there's a couple of what are called scavs or just random NPCs, but there are also like 10 or 15.
I'm moving the
People.
microphone so people can hear Caleb.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There are like 10 or 15 people, real humans that are spawned into this area,
Right.
and you can kill each other, you can loot each other, but the goal is to like go in, get a bunch of good loot, and then try to evacuate, try to get out with your loot. But the crazy thing is like you'll hear gunshots across the map, and they're pretty big maps, they're not small. And you know, like that's a dude, that's a real person over there fighting somebody else. Do I want to go over there and try to like get loot off of them? Do I want to avoid it? Like it's the whole concept of those games is really fun.
It sounds like
They're
you're
very
already
rage
in,
quitting.
Patrick.
So-
I don't know. Yeah.
I've been watching. You know who I've watched play? Devil Dog Gamer. I've been watching his
Oh,
videos.
Devil
on
Dog.
it,
Yeah. Do you
and-
know Devil Dog Gamer?
I heard the name before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've had him.
Yeah,
on
I've been
the-
meaning to pick it up. Haven't done it.
So, yeah, and last thing I'll say about it, and the biggest thing about the game that kind of like drives people to it, and the biggest like addictive part of it is that when you die in the game, everything you went in with, you lose.
Oh,
like
so
that
you
gun,
dead.
You start off from zero.
Yes.
Yeah, that gun, that like your armor, your rig, all that ammo, it's gone.
Oh,
So-
so you're totally born again.
Yeah, well, it's not that. So you have a hideout that you go back to, and loot from your previous raids that you were successful in. You can go back and like.
So it pays to return and store stuff.
You have a flea market where you can buy new gear and stuff like that. But no, when you die in the game, you don't just like respawn. You die and that stuff's gone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you build a gun. You build this tricked out modded M4.
Yeah.
You die with that gun's gone.
Oh.
It's total risk versus reward. Like, how risky do you want to get for the really good stuff, or you could end up dead and lose all your crap. So.
Yep. Yep.
So can people? Here's the thing I'll ask before we go on to Walter and see what he's been up to. Can people play against? Can people play against you? Well, Patrick, you're not doing it yet.
Oh, no, I need to. I've been meaning to.
So if people want to play you with the games you do play, how can they play against you? Like, let's say people want to beat Babyface P.
I know.
To a
I'm
point.
sure he
Is
doesn't
anybody-
play.
Listen, so if
Babyface
anybody
P.
wants to play Diablo with me, because that's what I'm hooked on right now, just hit me up on Instagram. I would love to play with some people.
Okay, cool. And then what about you, Caleb? If folks want to play with you, how can they do that? Can they do that? Well, not in that way. Not show me
I mean,
where did the bad man touch you?
How much money you
If they
got?
like
No.
to game with you, game with you, game with you, game
Yeah,
with you.
how could if they want to play
His
these
DMs are made
video
for sliding,
games?
dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is made for-
Sliding.
No, just just hit me up on Instagram, and then it's kind of all done through the Discord. So hit me up through Instagram, and then go through the Discord. Go from there.
There you go.
And
Boom.
or Jesse Kazam's Discord is another good place to do it.
Okay. All right, cool. So if you want to play against the second best here in the business, in the firearms
Here,
industry,
let me.
go for it.
I'm just gonna get out between.
Yeah, and if you want to play against me, at some point we'll have Babyface set something up.
Listen, I got a gaming rig. You come on over. Hank can play.
Yeah, and everyone can kick my butt. So let's go, Walter. What did you get? What have you been up to?
Well, nothing exciting like gaming. Over the weekend, I had to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina, for my brother-in-law who passed away unexpectedly.
Oh yeah, sorry to hear that.
For his remembrance ceremony.
Yeah, condolences
and
on
Hilton.
that, man. I forgot to mention
Very
that.
sorry to hear that one.
Yeah, condolences.
Yeah.
Your sister. This is the gentleman that your sister's been married to for a long time.
36 years. Yeah.
36 years.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad, man. Sorry about that. Do we?
So and the bad part is it probably could have been avoided. That's the bad part. So not because I'm talking about when he got to the hospital. I'll say a couple things. I won't say too much. They're fixated on COVID, which will kill you because they won't do anything to fix you. And secondly, don't believe what the doctors tell you because if they would have listened, he'd probably still be alive. So there's going to be lawyers involved.
I have a family member. that is-
Lots of lawyers.
Yeah, that's sad, man. Ultimately, nothing that the lawyers can do is going to bring you back at this point, and
But it's
You know,
sure
to have
going
you
to
there.
get a little bit of.
yeah. But our condolences on that.
Yes, and there was and the lovely weather in South Carolina this weekend. It was beautiful. So, it went off well. They're going to have a service this weekend in New York, where he's originally from, where all his friends and stuff like that. So, are we lost? Are we still there?
No, I think we're still here. Yeah,
here.
we're going in
Okay,
and out.
I froze up for a second.
Yeah, I think it froze for a second. I don't
So, anyways, that's what I was up to over the weekend. And but everything else is fantastic.
Okay.
The weather, Hank, you left at the best time. The weather here in Florida has been very nice. It's for Florida weather, very nice. Low 80s during the hot part of the day. It's been awesome.
In Gainesville.
So what do you
In
mean?
Gainesville.
I left
Okay,
at the
oh, yeah,
best
you
time?
guys-
So
I
you're
take that
happy
back,
that
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not in Florida and the weather's awesome. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, the weather's
Walter
great
did-
here.
It's like, yeah, our internet out there is getting a little wonky. I'm sending Lola out. Lola, you're gonna have to stay out there
Tell
until the
her-
show's over. Yeah.
Lola, pedal faster. Pedal
Yeah,
faster.
Yeah,
pedal faster.
exactly.
Walter says pedal faster. You might have to check on it. I don't know what's going on out there. Yeah. Oh, no, we lost him. Let's see. Do we have the folks out there? Okay, here they're joining. Yeah, Walter's joining again. Let's see if we get. Okay. Okay. Are we still? I think we're still transmitting.
Yeah, I think we just lost Walter and I.
No, I came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're. Stream quality updated, lower because the internet is terrible. Yeah, I have a feeling that thing out there is timing out. So someone has to somehow be on it. We're still okay, and this feed is still going through. So, Babyface P says gone again, and I could still see the feed. So at least we're feeding through. But I'm not sure what's up with what's going on there. Let's see. Okay, we got Walter. Lola, you gotta actually get outside.
Get, woman, get!
Yeah, if you don't go check on that thing, we're never getting it back.
I'm
I'll
gonna
go
get
outside.
slapped next time Lola sees me. Get, woman, get!
It's not a 2 here. Okay. All right. If it gets that bad, I'll do that. Yeah. And then Patrick hasn't been able to come back in, but we still have Walter. Let's see. Santee says we're back again. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to. Looks like we haven't gotten Patrick back. All right. Yeah. First of all, my apologies for all these technical difficulties. You know, it's what happens when you try to do something new and different. LV Louis Cypher says, doesn't Brownells have decent internet? Yes. They have awesome
Yeah,
internet
but it's not a public
that we can't
Wi-Fi.
actually access right now for the purposes of broadcasting the show. So the internet is really great here that you can come in and you can have access to awesome internet here, but we can't use it to push the show out. I'm guessing it's for security reasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here. Oh.
Yep.
What happened to Patrick there? Oh, here we go. He's coming back in, and there we go. All right, Patrick.
Hey, there he
Got you
is.
back.
Hi, Patrick.
This is going to happen a couple
I
more
took
times, I'm sure.
to
Oh,
Hey,
get some whiskey.
it
So.
looks like you made good use of your time there.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yes,
why
I
he
did.
dropped out.
man,
To get the whiskey. Okay, so listen, we have questions, and I will take questions as long as we're up here. So Brian Quick said, what happened, what is this? What happened to the BRN 10 line of rifles?
On the retro rifles, and you can check out brownells.com and just search for retro. Some of those rifles are listed as build instead of buy. The BRN 10 is one of those. We will in the future still have pieces, parts, so folks can roll their own, but the BRN 10 will no longer be offered as a complete rifle.
What's the reason for that?
Well, some of them sold really well and some of them didn't sell as well.
Okay, understood. Okay, so I'm guessing I don't know if that's the only answer that we'll get here, but I'm guessing to go through the trouble of building all of those different options.
That's a
is
good
the
answer.
financial sense.
That's a good answer.
Well,
That's-
I mean, how many models of guns, come and go, and you hear it all the time in the gun world. Oh boy, I wish they'd make you such and such again. Those are
nobody-
great. And then the simple answer is, I've even heard somebody like Tom Gresham say this on his radio show before. Well, the reason model XYZ isn't getting made anymore is because y'all didn't buy enough of it.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's simple. It's that simple, right?
yeah, true.
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
answer.
that's easy. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what other questions we have out there. Patrick and Walter, if you guys have questions you want to ask, we got the Brownells guys here. If you have a smithing question, I guess, a gunsmithing question, we got that guy.
Caleb, where did you go to gunsmith school?
Oh, there you go.
So where did I go to gunsmith school? So that's an interesting question. So I am a traditionally trained gunsmith. I've been gunsmithing for about 10 years, and I did not get a gunsmithing degree until about a year ago during COVID. I got an online degree because I was my GI Bill was about to expire, so I figured I might as well use it up and get a degree at this. But I'm traditionally trained. I did not go to gunsmithing school before I became, or actually at the beginning of my gunsmithing career.
Yeah. So this will be cool if you guys, I don't know whether or not you guys know this, but I found out today. So Caleb, you're a veteran, right? You were in the service for a while. Where were you? How long were you?
I was stationed at Fort Bragg for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And you've seen some combat, I take it, in your
Yep.
time.
Yep. I went to Afghanistan in 2010. I was in the Army and I was a combat engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard tell you got blown up a couple times.
I got blown up a couple times, yeah. So we were doing route clearance, and I was a 50 cal gunner on top of the truck, and
Okay.
yeah, I got blown up a couple times.
A couple. Okay.
just a couple
So this
times.
is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many couple times? One.
Just two.
Two. Okay. Two's
Just
two's
two.
a couple.
Yeah, two's a couple.
Couple is
Just a little blown up.
It's enough. Two is 2 times more than you need.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it,
one.
Yeah.
but it's something that happens.
No.
Yeah. Can you guys hear us?
Is that all?
Still...
There's that old saying: 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. You
Yeah.
don't want to go the third time.
What, to get blown up the third time? No. What
Well,
are
to
you
get
talking-
blown up any time's not good. So
No. So, do you have a lot of long-lasting damage from this, or?
Yeah, so I had 2 traumatic brain injuries. The second, well, from each time, and then the second time I fractured the bottom of my right femur, and I have a lot of hearing loss. I'm supposed to wear hearing aids, but I don't
Okay.
wear hearing aids. But yeah, they I still go to the VA and all that stuff for the service-related
Treatment.
injuries and
Okay.
stuff like that. I take medication to prevent migraines and stuff because I get migraines from the traumatic brain injuries, but
Right, okay.
nothing too crazy.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
so, is that how you got into gunsmithing in the Army?
Yes.
Okay.
So after my injury, I was trying to stay in the Army, and at the time Obama was president, he was making a lot of cuts to the military. So while I was trying to stay in, that I was kind of on the fast list to get out because they were making cuts. I was injured, so I was kind of on the list to get out there. And through my efforts in trying to stay in, I was going to as many schools as they would let me, and I ended up going to armor school. Fortunately, my first sergeant and my commander liked me enough to let me actually go to these schools and stuff
Okay.
like that. So, went to armor school, became my unit armor, and I was an armor for almost my last 2 years there, throughout the entire med board process of me getting out of the Army. And then I eventually did get med boarded. And during that whole process, I was going to promotion boards, just trying to get promoted to stay in. I ended up falling through the cracks and was able to re-enlist. And I got orders to go to Germany and everything during the med board process.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
This
and
is
I was
fine.
like,
Strong tactic.
and I was like, maybe I won. Maybe,
Slipped through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I slipped through. And then my sergeant major called me in one day and was like, "Nice try, Savant." And I was like, "Oh."
Oh, he gave you the knife hand?
He gave me the knife
He
hand,
gave
and
you the knife
he
hand.
wasn't gonna yell
Gave
at
you the
me
knife
because
hand.
he wasn't
Right.
gonna yell at me. He's like this hardcore,
Right.
tabbed out Ranger, Sapper,
Right,
Airborne, and
right.
I'm trying to stay in the Army, so
Right.
he wasn't gonna yell at me.
Right.
But he was like, "Nice try, Savant. Get out." So I walked out of his office, and my orders got canceled, whatever, and I'm back to getting
Okay.
med boarded out the Army.
Okay. So we
anyways,
got you back in civilian life.
Yep. So we moved back to South Louisiana, where me and my wife's family is, and I'm looking for a job. So I go into one of the larger gun stores in Baton Rouge, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a job working the gun counter. So I go in, and when I get in there, one of the gunsmiths that worked there had just put in his 2 weeks notice. So they're like, "Hey, you got some armor experience, would you like to try out working in the gunsmith shop?" And I was like, "Let me think about that. Yes, let's do that." So I basically start as a paid apprentice, and that's where my gunsmith career started back in early 2012.
Okay. And then finally, you found your way from that to Brownells
I found my way from that to Brownells 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yep.
And then you said during this COVID thing, when you guys, I'm assuming, are doing a lot of work from home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you decided to actually, so you did the experience, or what is that? Not an internship, but what is it called again? When you're working and learning at the same time, like a apprenticeship. Yeah. So you did an apprenticeship, and then you eventually got the actual paperwork to say that.
Yeah, so it's your basic online degree. I went to Sonoran Desert Institute.
Okay.
And because I was working from home a lot, and I just did the degree on my spare time.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Congratulations for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And Sonora Desert Institute has a pretty good program. So,
Yeah.
if you're looking to do any kind of, gunsmithing related courses or school or anything like that, it's a good program. But the thing with online gunsmithing degrees, you get out of it what you put into it. I know there's a lot of veterans that come out of the service and they're looking to just burn their GI Bills and get some free gun parts. So they take these programs, do that, get a gunsmithing degree.
Right.
But
Is that for me, Lola?
it's one of those things you really get out of it what you put into it. So if you actually want to be a gunsmith and you actually do the program, read the information, do the actual work, because they'll send you a stock, they'll send you all the checkering tools. You have to checker it, take some detailed pictures of it, video, send it to your instructor, and they grade you on it. And you have to actually do it correctly to get a good grade on it and pass the class. So it's well worth it.
Okay, cool. Couple of things going on here.
Yep.
LV Louis Cypher says, Lola Strange, use VPN. You can use anyone's Wi-Fi. Okay. Brian Quick, I'm just scrolling back a little bit. Brian Quick says, props to Caleb's good hair. Men need to rock traditional hairstyles. No friggin' piercings either. And don't date women with dolphin tattoos. Okay.
Somebody
very specific.
They had a bad experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dolphin tattoo. Oh, dolphin. Okay.
Dolphin tattoos.
Not
Must
dolphin.
be from Tampa. Patrick is not gonna like that one. And Man Against Machine says, shout out to all the veterans in the chat, which I agree with that. Shout out to all the veterans out there. We appreciate you guys. One of the pillars of what makes America what America is, my opinion. Brass Catcher says, wow, never knew Caleb was a badass. Much respect.
Oh, we've always
Thank
had
you
no
very much.
question that Caleb was bad.
Yeah. So, fighting with this light here. Okay.
Right now, the light's winning.
The light is winning.
The light is winning
It's
right now.
whooping.
No kidding.
It's-
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's coming in. I think Black Diamond Guns
Black
and Gear
Diamond
out there.
Guns.
What's up? What's up, Patrick? Huh?
The Black Diamond Guns and Gears in there. That's what you were gonna say.
Okay, yeah. Black
Hey,
Diamond
guys.
Guns and Gears. Shout out to them. They say you.
Yo.
So, okay. Let's see. Any other? Patrick, did you have a follow-up question for Caleb? I think I missed.
No, nothing here. I was just interested in how it got, because I'm the type that I bought a lathe in the mill and I just decided to break stuff until I learned how to do it. And I don't call myself a gunsmith. I'm definitely not that.
You don't call yourself a gunsmith yet?
No, I just break things. I just have fun breaking things.
Yeah. He is a know-it-all.
Yeah,
but we love him.
I get people say, "Oh, you're a gunsmith, aren't you?" It's like, no, I'm a manufacturer. I mean, I can fix things. I don't fix other people's guns like a gunsmith does.
So it's a totally different
So,
thing, right? Making them and
yeah.
fixing them completely
If you
different.
stand it more straight up with that, keep it from.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
This
This thing is still kicking my butt. Yeah.
There we
This
go.
show is
Okay.
a nightmare.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What other questions did we have for Roy? Let me see. Let me see if anyone had any questions here regarding. Boss Hog says he's a Sonoran Desert Institute alumni.
Nice.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if there's any other questions that we missed from anyone here.
Man against the masses. How often does Chris Randall show up at Brownells?
Who?
How often?
That often.
How often does I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear
Oh,
it.
how often does Chris Randall? Who's that? Show up at Brownells.
I don't know. Show up at Brownells.
Yeah, I mean, okay. None of us know who that is, so I'm going to say not very often. Not often enough. You don't know who that is, right?
No.
Oh, Roy's checking now.
Everybody's looking around like, should we know who that is?
Yeah,
Who's
we're
that?
in the store. Who has questions about the store? Gunsmithing question for Caleb. Question for Roy about Bullet Valentina, for example. Anyone have that question? And while we're doing that, okay, Roy, I'll start with you right there. Lola says, can you tell us a little, because you're kind of a historian.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so You can have Roy talk a little Brownells history.
Sure.
And, then we can get into the store.
Sure. Now, we're here in the Brownells retail store, and I'm not going to ask Hank to try to switch the camera around or anything, but if you ever visit the Brownells retail store, right as you come in the store, on the right-hand wall, in fact, the wall that we're facing, just off to our right, we have what we call the Heritage Wall, and it's a set of huge wooden panels that have images and artifacts related to the history of Brownells. And it's a cool story, and it's my great privilege every once in a while when I give folks a tour, which is one of the things I do here, is to tell the story of Brownells. And Brownells is a third-generation, family-owned Iowa company. It was started in 1939 by a guy named Bob Brownell. And Bob, at the time in 1939, this is before the it predates the United States interstate system, which of course was a product of, I believe, the Eisenhower administration starting in the 50s. So there's no Interstate 80. I mean, we're about 300, I think the exact distance is like 302 feet. That was one of the little cute factoids we had one year. The new facility, not so new now, but the Brownells facility here in Grinnell is only 302 feet or so off of I-80. But in 1939, there's no such thing as I-80, so there's Highway 63, which is one of the principal north-south conduits through the middle of the United States. And there's this guy in Montezuma, Iowa, and Hank, you were in Montezuma this
Yeah,
afternoon.
I was today.
And that's where the video studio is, where Caleb works.
And lives.
And lives in Montezuma.
Montezuma.
It's still a town of about 1,200 people.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. On Highway 63, so Bob had a gas station and a sandwich shop on Highway 63 in Montezuma, Iowa. But Bob had a couple of issues going on. First off, he probably had what's called Meniere's disease, which is a condition in your inner ear, which gives you bouts of debilitating dizziness from time to time. And he also was apparently allergic to the alcohol fumes that were common in car radiators of the day. So between the allergic reaction to the alcohol fumes and then the Meniere's disease, Bob would get knocked flat on his back for several days at a time with dizziness.
Oh, wow.
And he found out he could still do small mechanical jobs laying in bed on his chest, including working on his buddy's pistols, because he was himself a hardcore gun guy and a hobbyist gunsmith himself. And one of the things he was really passionate about was doing bluing jobs, really deep, lustrous, rich bluing jobs on his buddy's guns. And over time, he just found out he could make more money doing the gunsmith thing. And then because a lot of the equipment or tools or chemicals for him were either A, impossible to get, or B, in a couple of cases, he had to invent them himself. The little proverbial light bulb came on and said, hey, I could make more money selling this stuff to other gunsmiths trying to work on people's guns. So the very first iteration of what became known as Brownells starts in 1939.
Wow.
Now, that was Bob, and then his son is Frank. Frank's still with us. Frank was also started in 1939. And,
Because, yeah,
right, he was born in 39.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I mean. Yeah, Frank was born in 1939. We still have Frank with us. And this lovely, wonderful story I've heard before. The first Brownells warehouse was Frank's nursery room. Because in the little house the Brownell family was living in Montezuma, a box of something would come in for Bob, and he would slide Frank's bassinet or crib over here and put the box of stuff here. So I heard Frank Brownell himself tell that story, that wonderful family story. So literally, the very first Brownells website was Frank's room when Frank was an infant. And over time, the business just grew and developed and grew and developed. We were at what's now Crow Shooting Supply today. That used to be the Brownells building. It was the first purpose-built building for Brownells, and even though the business starts in 39, they don't build their own building till like 1970.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our catalog, which we
I
still
think we
do.
still got everyone with us.
Cool.
Right? I'm just making sure our internet is still here.
Groovy.
Go ahead.
Our catalog, our big book, the quote-unquote Bible of the gun industry, if you will. Lots of folks still know us for a big book. It's like 600 pages long. It's that thick. It weighs 3 pounds, whatever.
I think I saw one today. There's one somewhere over
we've got
here,
a
right?
bunch of them behind the counter over there.
Yeah.
Our very first big book comes out in 1947. It's called Brownells Gunsmith Smart. In fact, we have a copy of it over here on our heritage wall. We can go take a picture of it later.
I think my father would have been a year old in 1947.
And on the cover of Big Book number 1, it's not called the Big Book, catalog number 1, there is the Brownells Ram. So ever since we've had a catalog since 1947, the Ram has been the trademark or the symbol for Brownells.
Wow. Okay. So some deep history there. Any questions on that here? Let's see. Oh, by the way, A Man Against Masses says Honest Outlaw, so I guess that's who he's talking about.
Honest Outlaw, Chris.
Gotcha.
You got to tell us the names.
Yeah.
Of course I know Chris Randall.
Dude.
Okay, Chris Randall. Okay, I knew. Yeah. Okay. Honest Outlaw. Got it. Jeez. Hey, Honest
I didn't
Outlaw,
know
if you're
that
watching, I apologize. I'm sorry I didn't come up with because I know him as Honest Outlaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I only
You
know
gotta-
him as Outlaw.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. There you go. So he comes
So
by here
every
all the
once in
time.
a while, I mean, he's in the state. Yeah. Yeah, we did a cool video with him and Pewview. They had a kind of a build off and a shoot off with some Howa 1500s
Oh, okay.
and chassis.
Yeah, that was not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Any questions, Patrick, Walter, from the folks out there?
It's an interesting story.
Yeah. American Freedom Outdoors. Everyone's. Go ahead, Walt.
I'm familiar with Brownells from the catalog from way back when because my dad used to get it and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And I was a customer
that's-
of Brownells for at least 10 or 15 years before I got the job here.
Yeah. Let me go grab one of those. Let me see if I can.
You want a catalog?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean-
Oh,
Yeah.
just
I'll grab one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Just behind the register over at the counter. Yeah, we've got the big
Yeah.
book. Now, a cool story on my end. Well, the very first Brownells product I ever bought was Acro Glass.
Acro Glass.
Acro Glass. It's the
It's first.
rifle action bedding compound. It's a 2-part epoxy, and I've only used Acro Glass on one rifle. Here we go.
Okay. Here we go. It's a big book. Yeah. Let's
Right.
see. We can hold that up.
Right.
And who's on the cover?
So we had a contest to basically like a be on the cover.
Oh, be on the
Gunsmith
cover.
Shop
Okay.
contest,
Here you go. Let's see
and
if we can
that's
get that.
There we go.
There we go.
that's the shop that won.
So
Yeah.
congratulations to those guys that got on the cover.
Yep.
And
Awesome. Yeah.
let's see, and this one, let me flip to the back here. It's going to be, this is 606 pages. Right down there is the number 606. Don't know if you can see that. 606. But the very first product I ever bought from Brownells was Acro Glass, which is the stock bedding compound. 2-part epoxy. I put a scout mount on an old infield. In fact, an Ishapore 2A infield in 7.62 by 5.1. And that stuff is magic because I've used it on one gun, and now I've used Acro Glass to put a leg back on a chair, put a broken coffee mug back together.
Oh, so it's like a glue?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've used Acro Glass on like 4 non-gun things before.
Oh.
I use it to fix all kind of stuff, like around the house, like kids' toys, like all kind of.
Oh, I
everything.
never heard of this.
Yeah.
Right, and one of the cool things I found when we were digging through the archives when we were working on the heritage wall, I found this white sheet of cardboard, about so big, and it had blobs of stuff on it with notes out to the side. And I was reading it, and I thought I knew what it was, and I showed Frank Brownell, and he knew exactly what it was. His dad worked on the right combination of epoxy and resin, and then the activator or whatever that's called. When you mix them together, it activates it. Yeah.
Huh? Catalyst?
The catalyst.
Catalyst.
Yes, catalyst.
Yeah.
And he
Thanks,
would
Walt.
do different ratios of the catalyst, and he would drop it on cardboard. And Frank was astounded that I had found this thing because every blob of Acro Glass sample was intact, and he couldn't believe that. And then I asked him, well, what do you mean that? Because he said his dad, after it all hardened, and he wrote down all the data, when he put the blob on the cardboard, when he tested it for hardness, blah, 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 he would lay it flat on the desk and take a little brass hammer and go, and break every single one of them because he was looking for the perfect spider web pattern of perfectly concentric circular fractures with little lines running through it, because that would show it's got a good crystalline structure and consistent. And for whatever reason, this one dated 1967 was not broken.
It wasn't broken.
It wasn't broken. It's probably the only one of its kind left in the world.
Oh,
Because he said he would frequently do this. He would do the test blobs. Sometimes he'd put the dye in it because you can get different color dyes to make Acro Glass match the stock.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, he did not break this one. So we found that, and it's over in the archives over in Montezuma.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. And also, I hear tell your wife works on this.
Yes. My wife actually works at Brownells too.
Yep.
And one of the cool things on the Heritage Wall, there's a picture of Frank in 1964. I think it's Big Book number 18.
Mm-hmm.
And now my wife's been a graphic designer here at Brownells for several years, and she's working on the next iteration of Big Book, which would be number 74 coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Shout out to Shooting Gallery NE out there. I know he's BOP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All the BOP people, you can just let us know right now. And let's see, any other questions in there that you guys came up with that? That's interesting, man. It's amazing that they just had to invent stuff.
Yeah.
Because it didn't exist. Yeah.
One of my earliest things I did with the Brownell stuff is the paint, the baking lacquer and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I painted today, as a matter of fact.
I saw a photograph of that today. I think.
Yeah, I was showing that to Roy.
Yeah.
That project you have.
Swedish K, yeah. And it came about as kind of a I didn't plan to do that today, but my son was in the shop over the weekend when I was away, and I had just ordered some paint from Brownells, and one of the cans he opened, unfortunately, I think was bad. It was gelled inside the and you guys had it on clearance, so I don't know if that was a reason or not. But anyways, so he couldn't get it to work right. So
we can probably help you out with that. Right?
Yeah, send me the SKU. I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So I went to another can that I had laying around in the shop that's been sitting for a couple years, and I cracked it open. It was good. Poured it out, mixed it with some. I mixed some acetone with it. Probably not the recommended one, but
yeah, you mixed some acetone.
Mixed up some acetone.
Yep.
And started spraying it, and the guy goes, "What's wrong? It's working." He goes, "What do you mean it's working?" A little bit back and forth, But so then I started spraying paint, and I'm like, "Well, I got more paint left over. What am I going to do? Let's get the Swedish K." And then started painting, and I ended up painting the whole thing. So
yeah, it looked good.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, from what we saw.
Yeah, it'll come
Shout
out
out
nice.
to
Yeah,
BWE.
I've got a Sten gun that I did years ago with the braking lacquer, and it's been handled by probably thousands of people. I take it to the Knob Creek machine gun shoot, and I put it on the tables, and people will pick it up, and it wears really well. I mean, I've never. Of course, on sharp corners and stuff, it wears off.
Right.
But on the surface itself, it's taking a licking and keep on ticking, so to speak. So, I get a lot of compliments on that green, that OD green. So,
So, you just mentioned Knob Creek, and I know Walter says the last Knob Creek is coming up. Are you guys aware of that? Anyone going to that last Knob Creek? It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same time as IV-88.
It's the next weekend, yeah.
Oh, okay, it's the next weekend. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anyone going to that. You're going, right, Walt?
I'll be there C18 in the pole barn if you want to come by.
C18.
And, we'll have lots of interesting things to sell. So stop by.
And are you gonna have some stuff on sale?
If someone's looking for a 50 caliber rifle, they might want to come and see me. Yes.
Hint, hint, wink,
And I'll
wink,
just leave
nudge,
it.
nudge.
Yeah, Caleb.
I'll just
do you
leave
have
it
a
at
50?
I not yet.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Now, this is one of the hazardous things about working at Brownells. I've got some 50 BMG ammo,
Yeah.
just no rifle yet.
Oh. Okay. I can put that 50 BMG to good use for you.
You have a van, right, Hank?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I could take all the ammo. No. Yeah, you had Walter makes a 50 BMG bolt action upper that you could put on an AR lower. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the easiest ways to get into the game.
Yep.
So we're going to continue talking about that. I just want to say real quick, if you guys would like to see something here in the store that's not a firearm, maybe we can just show a couple
There's all
of things.
sorts of stuff in
Yeah,
here.
let
I'll
us
go
know
hunt
if
it
you
down.
guys want to see stuff. If you want to see whether or not there's ammo or a specific kind of ammo or some kind of accessory or something like that, we could show it to you all while we're talking here. If you have any other questions, let us know. And I did want to shout out BWE Firearms. I saw him out there. I don't know if he had any questions. Do you know BWE Firearms at all, you guys? Aware of? He does a lot of machine gun stuff.
Okay.
Subgun stuff, I should say.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Len Holt, Walter, wants to know how many 50 BMGs you're bringing to the show.
I'll have probably around 10 of them with me.
10. Okay.
So
There you go.
I don't expect them to survive the weekend. So
Yeah.
I hope.
And mentioning Hank Strange gets you charged a little bit extra? Is that?
Probably.
Mr. Lovell
That's
says
one
so
way
to
to-
show up and see a man about a gun.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a bunch of other stuff with me too, plus all the Sten part stuff.
Stem parts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
things
Are you
like
into
that.
stems at all?
So I haven't really messed with stens that much, but a few weekends ago I was at Rock Island doing some videos from the vaults, and I found myself with the table in front of me covered in sten guns, and I kind of
Oh,
got the urge to
nice.
mess with some stens.
Oh, okay.
And it was every
so
single iteration.
here's-
It was
here's a-
every iteration except for one.
Is that video out already?
Nope,
Oh, okay.
not yet.
Oh, I'd like to see that, right, Walt?
Sure. Let me guess. Either the Mark 1 or the Mark 4.
We were missing the 4.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The suppressed one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Walter is a Sten expert. Walter actually owns StenGuns.com.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Stenparts.com.
Stem parts.
Stem
Sorry.
parts, yeah.
Stemparts.com.
Okay.
Stemparts.com. Yeah.
Caleb, a question for you. Why your time in Afghanistan? What was the most interesting non-American gun you ran into?
Was it
So-
Afghanistan or Iraq?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Okay.
So it was actually, so we were doing, so while we were doing route clearance, we ran a mission with some Czechoslovakian EOD guys, and they had these shorty VZ58s,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
and yeah, those were some cool guns.
You talking Walter's language right now, baby. You don't know
Oh,
it.
honey. Ooh.
That's cool.
And then I ended up having to get a VZ58 kit and then build one.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Oh.
The little one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that happens.
It's a
Yeah.
thing. I was thinking, and once I became a gunsmith, I was gunsmithing for a few years, and I was thinking back, and I was like, man, remember those guns? And then I was like, oh, VZ58 parts kits. Oh, there they are. And then
Was it easy to build?
one thing led to another. Yeah.
So did you do a regular barrel? Did you SBR one?
No, I did a regular barrel. So I'm actually, I have it torn down right now, because I'm thinking about doing some stuff with it. I'm thinking about SBRing it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, wait a minute, and then I'm thinking about 9x39.
What do you think about that, Walter? Thoughts? Oh, Patrick?
I like 9x39. I think that is an awesome caliber.
How easy will it be to get ammo once the
See, that's the only problem.
ban goes
That's
into
the
effect?
that's the only issue. But I'm trying to look past that into the other cool factor.
Yeah.
Well, then you got to get a can, then, right?
And then I gotta
Yes,
get a can.
for sure.
That's another thing.
And you can do both of
That's
those.
the whole
in
purpose.
Iowa.
Then
I can do that. I can do that. But how
isn't
how
that the
cool
whole
would that
reason?
be?
Isn't that the whole reason for the 9x39?
It is.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever done anything like that, Walt?
I haven't done a 9x39. I do have a few VZ58 kits that I bought. Believe it or not, there was a time when there were no receivers. One time Centerfire sold those kits with barrels for $49 a piece.
Ooh.
And at that,
Uh-oh.
bought 10 kits. They, this has
Yeah,
happened.
that's
one
Walter
there,
breaking
this
up.
one there. So I probably got 5 or 6.
Your awesome internet is breaking up,
And I got awesome speeds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it's your awesome Brownells internet.
No,
I checked my speed. I
This
think
is
I'm
Hank
running
Strange
like.
internet we're on right now.
Yeah.
Trust me. This is Hank Strange
Okay,
internet we're on.
I'm thinking I'm running like 300 something and 200 something, upload and download. So I think I'm all right.
Okay. All
But
right.
anyways, the VZ58 is a really cool platform.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
And and you probably shot one full auto too over there, right?
So I didn't shoot one over there full auto, but I've shot them full auto in the States.
Okay.
Not mine
Yeah.
legally.
Oh, okay.
I've shot an actual a dealer sample of VZ here full auto, and it runs like an M16 as far as speed goes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it's light. It's light. It's way more cooler than shooting than an AK. In my opinion.
I agree,
So,
100%. 100%.
yeah.
And I like AKs, and I agree the semi-auto VC58s are they're just something about the way they're made. They're just awesome.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a slimmer, lighter kind of feel
Right.
to it. Than,
Right. Even though it's milled steel instead of stamped steel, it's even lighter.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is. It
Even
is.
though it's milled, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. Someone said something. LV Louis Cypher says ammo acquisition is a problem for everyone. And Mr. Lovell says, isn't that a pain when you see your next gun project and your wallet pops out to smack you in the face?
Yeah.
Cloner problems.
I got another Brownells story. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, what's that?
No, we were talking about the idea of SBRing one of those rifles, short barrel rifle, and putting a can on it. When I first moved to Iowa to work for Brownells, it was still against state law for us lowly peasant civilians to own SBRs or short barrel shotguns or suppressors. And it hasn't been that long. Was it last 4 years or so?
I don't know.
It's been the last couple of years.
Yeah,
for sure.
Iowa finally passed it, and the governor at the time, his name was Terry Branstad, he actually signed the bill into law right over here about 30 feet behind us at the little kiosk here in Brownells. So we did a whole media production. The governor of Iowa came to the Brownells retail store and signed into law the bill legalizing SBRs, short-barreled shotguns, and suppressors for Iowa residents. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a destination.
Sounds like we're having our cell phones they're going off.
Somebody's phone is ringing. I hear it buzzing.
Oh, it's not me.
That's it's not me.
Oh,
So it's totally not-
Yeah, it's not Caleb.
Totally not Caleb.
Yeah, it's totally me.
Yeah, where's Lola? Did Lola get locked out outside, or she's here? I don't know. Lola might be locked out there,
She might be.
or she might still be outside. I don't even know.
I'll go check
We'll get
that.
in trouble for that later. Because the store, everything's locked up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, everything's
Oh.
locked up. Yeah.
Let me see if Lola's been trying to I don't know. I didn't hear from her. Yeah, so if anyone wants to see anything, let us know. Oh, I see John Crump live out there. Shout out to John Crump.
Hey, John. I'm going to go grab something that's not a gun.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, and Shooting Gallery NE says, I've wanted a VZ58 forever. We can get them in.
You need
in
to
mass."
leave. Shooting gallery, you need to leave where you live. Because your gun laws are crazy. I forgot who I was talking with.
Yeah. Go ahead, Patrick.
I think I was talking with BW Firearms about it, but it just reminded me that his gun laws are insane where he's at. It's crazy. It's all crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. CloverTac, so what's CloverTac saying? I would agree with that regulation. I don't think Roy should be allowed to own an SBR. He's too crazy. So we're not in the van. Someone says 42 Chilled says Lola will lock Hank out of the van. Oh yeah, well that might happen.
So good news is she wasn't locked out.
No.
She was out there by choice, so you're good.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Good. She's keeping an eye on that internet.
Yeah.
Is it too? It's not too cold out there.
No, it feels great outside.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Roy's gonna grab some stuff. Any questions? Anything for Caleb from either one of you guys or folks out there?
Yeah, Richard Monder was mentioning about the stuff they have in the UK, which is like a straight pull VZ58 version. I've seen those. They're kind of interesting, actually. Yeah. I mean, I like straight pull rifles like the Smith & Rubin, 7.5 Smith & Rubin. That's a Swiss watch of bolt action rifles. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Roy's
All right.
back with some stuff. Okay, let's see what Roy has.
This is just
Roy
a
has some
smattering, just a smattering. The Brownells retail store is about 7,000 square feet. I mean, here's a box of Lapua 6.5 Creedmoor.
Oh, look at that. Oh, the good Creedmoor stuff. Let's see if we can get
Getting
that.
the light. There you go. Deer season is upon us. Here's Winchester deer season in 7mm 8.
Okay. The 7. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
This is a Brownells 30 millimeter cantilever scope mount for ARs.
Okay, there you go.
Right? Okay.
Awesome. Uh-huh.
Something else I just saw and it was real popular, real big
Ooh,
seller.
Geisley. Ooh,
Geisley triggers.
Trigger, yeah.
And then the pièce de résistance.
What is this?
It's a can of tactical bacon, baby.
Tactical bacon.
Tactical
Oh,
bacon,
I've never-
baby.
Have you ever eaten any? I never have.
I have eaten
I've had
tactical bacon. It is fully cooked.
Smoke flavor added.
Yeah.
It's lovely. In fact, one of my the first cool kid thing I ever got to do at Brownells, we did actually a video where we popped one of these cans and then made BLTs for everybody in the studio, and we sampled it on. It's good. It's good. So yeah, we've got tactical bacon.
Yes.
Right now, the other cool thing
it's
about the retail store, we've got. Of course, we can't handle certain items, so I will not talk about those items. But we have a bunch of those items in the store.
Yeah, there's guns. You can get guns
Bunch of
here.
guns.
I was looking at a Python that was here. They had like 2 Pythons, and they both sold. Though.
Yeah, that's what I heard this
Yeah.
afternoon.
So you have used guns also.
Oh, we have used guns.
Yeah.
The used gun inventory literally changes every day because there's no telling what walks in the doors. And then the other cool thing, we're sitting, the setup here right in front of us is this shelf, and we have computer monitors all along this shelf, along this particular wall, and they're hooked up to the Brownells website. So if it's not for sale in the store, if we sell it online at all and it's in stock in the warehouse, you can order it from here and it will ship to you at the cash register. So Brownells retail store is connected to a 240,000 square foot warehouse. So you could buy your rifle, and if we have the ammo in stock, you could order 1,000 rounds of ammo, 20 magazines, new buttstock, new trigger, a gun case, a cleaning kit, a gun safe to put it in. Anything you can imagine. If it's in stock in the warehouse, even if it's not for sale physically on the floor of the retail store, you can order it and it'll come to you here in the retail store. It takes about 10 minutes.
Okay,
I got
very
some
cool.
I got some cool Brownells going on right now.
Let's see.
These-
Oh, look at that. Oh,
These-
slides.
those are looking
Should
good.
these should have some videos coming out soon. One is
Very
obviously you can see one is a Roland special, and another is a 17, and I finally got these sighted in this weekend. They are gonna have a video done on them. Very, very impressed. For
Is
anybody
that
out
other
there
one for a
building-
project we're working on?
No, yours are downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I haven't touched yours.
He's
No,
got
these
a
are
lot
both
of
mine.
Brownell stuff over there right now.
Very, very, very impressed with how these are. I really like the slide serrations.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Shout out to, I see we've got a couple of people here, and I need to, actually, let me get the super chat in. So, here we go.
Money, 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 money.
John Crump gave us some money here. He says, never trust a
Tall
tall
guy with a beard. Right, you got to look out for, especially those tall guys with beards who work in marketing. You got to look out for those guys.
Yeah, and Man Against the Machine says, find me some 32 special.
I'll go look.
Is there 32
That's a weird one right there.
I'm going to strike out, but I'm going to go look.
Yeah, let's see. DOD After Dark says, good evening, gentlemen. And Carolina EDC Review says we need a Brownells retail store and warehouse on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do we talk to
Well,
about that, Caleb? I mean,
I'm all over it. I got it.
oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. Caleb has just made the decision. There will be one on the East Coast. I say Florida.
Florida.
That's what the old shippers are for.
Yeah. That's true, Walter. Let's see what else we get.
That's
Okay,
why they're
let's see.
300 feet away from the interstate,
Exactly.
so they can.
Yeah. Yeah.
203.
And Mr. Lovell wants to know, he says, is Brownells still going to make HK 416 clone parts, or is that done with?
There may be some news coming on that, but I can't really talk about stuff right now.
So news.
I'll
about
take the hit
lost
on that
myself
one.
in this game.
Margie got there.
Yeah.
We'll have some information in the future, but we're not ready to talk about stuff yet. Now, the guy who asked, all right, this is not 32 special, but it's 32 Smith & Wesson long. How about that?
There you go.
That's close.
Yeah. So
Close.
there's ammo. There is ammo here. You can get 5.
Roy, how about this?
Okay,
You go
hold on.
back there and you find me some some primers of any type.
Primers.
Any kind
Are
of
there primers
primers.
here?
You should look in the studio. I could have filled a bathtub with primers.
Oh, don't tell
Oh, really,
me
Caleb?
that.
Okay.
They are.
Is that
they
for
are
sale? I don't think so.
Triple the price and so hard to get right now.
Look, I'm exaggerating, but no, we do some loading in there. So
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. When I was over there, I actually saw the cans the ammo cans, the big ammo cans over there. I think I took some pictures of that on my phone. I can't share like regular stuff. I can't. Let me see if you guys can see that. That's pictures of the cans, the ammo cans right there.
big ammo
Oh,
cans.
there's plenty of ammo if you got plenty of money.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't crap gold.
You can get all the ammo you want if you've got money. I mean, it's like
Let's see. Okay, Night Train has a good question here. He says, is Caleb open to discuss his feelings about how things went down in Afghanistan recently?
Sure.
Okay. You are.
Yeah, sure,
All right,
sure.
yeah. So what do you think?
I'm not an overly emotional guy, so
Oh boy, I'm gonna sit back here for a second.
so my feelings are
Just go for it, man. You can say whatever you want to say here on this platform.
I am unhappy with the way things went down. I think it could have been handled a lot better. I'm trying to think of ways to phrase this without. I'm in Brown. I'm representing.
Yeah, he's
Brown.
in Brownells, and he's
Yes.
and you just got permanently brought on to Brownells, right?
Well, permanently. So I was moved from like the gun tech team permanently to the studio. Team.
To the
so,
studio
yeah.
side. So you are a permanent representative of Brownells publicly.
Yes. But no. So I'm unhappy with the way it went down. I think it could have been handled better. That's all I'll say about it. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
No matter who was in charge, what administration, it was inevitable.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because if you have a group of people that won't defend themselves, then what are you going to do? I mean, now I hear
Talking
on the
about what
TV
happened
or I hear on the internet today that the Taliban want all the international airlines to come back.
Oh sure.
So you're gonna go vacation in Afghanistan? Is that what you're doing?
For one-stop shopping for them, so like they could just they don't have to go far to hijack planes.
Yeah, you just bring them to them.
Yeah. No
Well,
way.
I'm gonna fly into Kabul, go drive down the road, get blown up a third time. I don't think so.
No,
Forget
we
about
don't
it.
need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we had primers in the store as late as Thursday
Told
because
ya, I
I
knew
physically witnessed 4 boxes of them being purchased.
Oh, you
Oh, they're the moment they
But
hit the website,
I did not
they're
find
gone
any
in like
just now.
5
Okay.
minutes.
So someone found out that there was primers and then bought all the
No,
primers.
I follow
Walter's-
I follow a reloading Discord, and within usually 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of them showing up for sale on like the bots that troll,
Right.
they're gone.
Yeah, Patrick
even
Walter
after,
has
like-
primers for you
even-
right
There
there.
you go.
Yeah, Walter's got plenty, but even at that like inflate, because they're expensive right now. I hate to say it, but the price is
Right.
way up. They're still going within 5 minutes.
Right. And another thing I want to make sure to everybody watching understands is even though the retail store is here in the Brownells building, the retail store inventory is on its own system. We may have stuff in the store that shows up as not in stock in the warehouse because it's not in stock in the warehouse. What you order off Brownells.com is on one inventory system, and then what's in the store is on its own separate inventory system. Because we've run into a situation where people have gotten mad at us because they say, "You said that's out of stock, and I just came here and found 3 boxes of it." Well, yeah, because if it says it's out of stock in the warehouse, it's out of stock in the warehouse. It's a separate inventory system. And so there's no telling what's in the retail store. That's why you have to come to the retail store if you can, if you're close enough to get here. But just to clarify it, even though it's still Brownells, the stuff in the store is on its own inventory system. So if it says on the website it's out of stock, we may have a couple in the store, and it just won't show on the website.
And we have used guns in the store.
Yes.
Yes.
And we don't do
That's
used
cool.
guns at all on the website.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Not at all.
You can't use guns. People need to see them.
Right,
Yeah.
and the inventory literally changes every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Those Colt Pythons looked really good.
Yeah, I mean, they got here
talking
like
about
on
it.
Thursday and they're already gone.
Huh? What was
I
that?
said, stop talking about it. You're making me jealous. I want another.
Yeah, because they were. I think you were in the store with me whenever the guy here told
Yeah.
us about them, that they came in that morning.
Yeah.
And that was Thursday, and here it is Monday, and they're already gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. So let's see, and then what other cool, interesting things are here in the store that we can actually grab? There's a lot of different Magpul stuff. If you're into Magpul, I noticed. There's a lot of Magpul T-shirts. Magpul has sunglasses now. Did you guys know that?
I got a pair.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Caleb has a pair. Oh, what's Walter showing off here? What's this, Walt?
That's a VZ58
That
receiver.
looks like a
there you
slide. Oh, a receiver.
VZ58. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize.
Hey,
that
Walter,
in
when you want to
Anyway.
when you want to part with one of those for me?
Yeah, Walt, are you?
I only have
kidding.
one of these, so
Oh.
yeah.
No, he's not.
Hey, you part with one of the parts kits, I'll
Yeah.
take that, and I'll find
Hey,
myself a
just
receiver.
ship it to Brownells. Attention, Caleb.
Yeah.
It'll-
Yeah,
it'll
there
get
you
to me.
go.
It'll get to me.
Yeah, he'll get right on that. Let's see. I know. So
that far,
Roy
far
went off
away.
to look for some stuff here. I don't know if we have any
I'm
other.
just digging up random cool stuff.
Yeah, he's just walking around. It's awesome
Yeah,
actually to be
there's-
in here. There's clothing. There's ammo that I see. There's all the we're sitting right here next to a bunch of Magpul accessories. Right here, you know.
There's
I don't know
always
if you guys
something-
see it. Let me see if I can go.
Every time I come in
full
here,
screen.
it's something different. Because I work in Montezuma, so I don't come here that often. So like I come in here, there's
I have-
always something. Like
Yeah.
I came in here for the first time the other day, and I was looking around, and I was picking up a receiver that I had ordered off a gun broker and had transferred here, and I was just standing around, and I was like, this is
Oh no!
I was
know
like,
where
there's
this is going.
There's a picture of me sitting on the
Oh,
register.
there's something
I was
random.
I was
A
like,
random
what?
picture.
Like nobody told me about this.
That doesn't even look like you.
That's me, I promise.
I
And
can't tell from the hair.
There's no hair.
No. Yeah. So the
Okay,
hair
I have a
wasn't.
question.
Yeah. Question.
How
go
far
ahead.
is this? How far is the warehouse from Montezuma?
So, yeah. So from Montezuma, this building here, I think, is 19 miles.
Something like that.
Yeah. This guy.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
And by the way, I hope everyone noticed that that Roy is rocking his Lotlau. For all the people listening to this
I see
on
that.
audio,
Represent, baby.
Lotlau, Lifestyles of the Locked
Right,
and Loaded, right there.
represent.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm wearing the Schnazzy Brownells shop apron.
look at that. Oh,
Right.
sexy
If,
man.
if you need Quail in the 1 gallon size,
wow.
the oil that creeps.
That's
Oil
gold.
that creeps.
we've got Croyle in
That's
1
like
gallon
gold.
size.
What does that mean?
That
The
is
oil
gold.
that creeps.
You don't
This,
want
it,
to know.
it
that's
slides
pretty
in,
cool.
this is what slides into your DM.
That's-
It's the oil that
Yes.
creeps. Okay.
That's what frees your. That's what frees your DM.
Yeah. We've got 420 round cans of M855.
Yeah. I don't know what the price on it is currently, but
I'll have to go look that
yeah,
up.
we'll find that out. But
And
but
then-
there's ammo.
And then
Check
we've
this
got
out.
this shirt that says Brownells built. It looks like a certain other.
No,
I'm
that's-
just
I
going
like
to
it.
say, just look real
I
close.
like it.
All right.
Pop one. Pop one.
All right, there we go.
Is that some kind of what is that, Budweiser?
I don't know.
No.
Hey, Hank, what's on that
Much my
tactical
face.
fat shirt of yours? Tell us, what character
that?
is that?
Oh, what happened to the tactical fat shirt?
No, I said, what character
No, what's
is that?
on
You
it?
want to tell us?
Oh, I
who's
don't
on
know.
that?
He's because I have a thing called tactical fat. He
Tactical
wants to know
Fat.
what character that is on that. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, okay.
It's a
okay.
totally original character. It's not based on
original.
anything that exists. So people are talking about Magpul right now. Let's see what we got. DLD After Dark says, I'm a Magpul junkie. I got crazy Magpul stuff like the beanies. I got a Christmas one with ARs on it. Oh, you know what? The Florida one, Roy. There's a couple of really cool Magpul Florida stuff. Let's see.
This entire rack behind me is just Magpul.
Yeah, we could just show Magpul accessories
Yeah.
right now. There's bipods. You know,
got some-
we got
Some MOE SLs, ACS, CTRs,
Yeah,
MOE
so Roy's-
stocks.
let's see. Mr. Lovell says I got 2 Magpul bipods, 1 pick rail, and 1 sling. Let's go right here. Check out this shirt. Look,
Ooh, I
Magpul.
really like that actually.
Florida, USA.
Right? There's
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's the
Walter, you got to get that one.
and
Here's
then there's the stainless version, if you will.
stainless.
I
Yeah.
I'm
like
not a
that.
tourist. I'm not a tourist. Sorry.
Oh, you can't rock a Florida shirt. I see.
Magpul Bev block
Bev
for
block.
you know, if you working on your gun. Good stuff.
There you go.
That's actually a really good armor block. I don't like it so much for the upper receiver, but for the lower receiver, it's a solid.
You like it?
solid
Okay.
choice,
Yeah. So there's a ton of Magpul stuff here. All kinds of things. All kinds of things that we have in here. Just, you know, if you come into this place, you're spending money, and it's right off I-80.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. It's a big Brownells sign out there. And people come in here all the time, right? I saw a tractor trailer parked out there.
It's
not delivering stuff, but the guy was shopping in
It's a
here.
tourist spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, one more just sheer craziness. Here's emergency food supply in a bucket, 60 servings,
Just bringing everything.
That's just good.
and then
Hey.
black or blue tourniquets. Everybody needs some
There you go.
tourniquets.
So if there's an apocalypse, we can survive inside this store.
Inside this,
right now.
we
Yeah,
have
don't-
ammo, we have food, we have.
we don't
We
have
got
to-
water filter.
I have a
You
comb.
you
We're
have
good.
cool Magpul T-shirts. I mean, come
Caleb,
on.
do you have your own special kind of comb, Caleb?
Do they have a? Is there
I,
a change
I
of
have my own
Magpul
hair
underwear
product.
there for you? Or what, you know?
Is there a change of underwear?
Yeah, Magpul underwear.
Is there any Magpul underwear?
I mean, all hipsters got to have Magpul.
I'm pretty sure there's some Brownells underwear around here.
We have enough T-shirts. We can.
Yeah, we can make
You make
pamphlets.
your own.
We have a sewing kit.
Yeah.
We can make some.
You just cut it. Listen, basically, you cut off a T-shirt. You know, you cut it short, and you put your legs through the arms, and then you got a little flap
There you
going. Yeah.
This is
Oh,
escalated.
dear.
Oh God. Yeah, you don't need a fly. You don't need a zipper.
No, you don't.
One flap does it all.
Yeah, there you go. You're good
Yeah.
to go. So yeah, there's all the Magpul junkies. There's tons of stuff. Night Train says he had a Magpul case for his iPhone. I remember those.
Yep.
And DLD After Dark says he needs that shirt. Can they buy that on? Is that available on Brownells.com?
Yes, I think so.
I think so.
They should be. They should all be there.
Well, here, let me play
Oh
the
wait,
game
I got it
here.
right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do Magpul shirt.
Yeah. LV Louis Cypher says, but wait, there's more. Night Train says, do they like the Magpul Glock magazines?
Yes.
I have several of them.
Yeah, all the shirts are on the website.
Yeah, all the shirts are on the website. Looks like.
Yeah.
Let me.
And Dan Davis has a good question. He says, are they going to bring back AK
yeah.
tooling and AK specific jigs?
That's a great question. I'm not really on the product side of the house, so I don't know. I'm not trying to avoid answering your question. It's literally I'd have to go to the product guys and ask them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just don't know.
We'll have to find that out and,
Yep.
and come back and get back to you guys on that one. That is a good thing to know. So let's see. Appalachian Gunrunner says Caleb needs his own tobacco pipe line of products, including cleaning tools.
Agreed.
Absolutely agree.
Tobacco guy.
Can we get them scented like your lovely pomade?
Yes. Yeah. So if I could get it to match my hair product, then I can have a double.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dual threat, baby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be on.
So there you go. Yeah, so you can get those. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot
There's
of
a
stuff.
ton
here.
of stuff just in the retail
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, and I think it is cool what Roy was saying, that if you come in and you check the computers and there's something in inventory, it'll actually make its way through the store
Right.
and show up at the front here. for you.
Even on weekends, there's a dedicated small group of people who work in the warehouse whose job is to pick retail store orders.
Okay, and so I know Caleb said that he ordered something from Gunbroker and it came here. Can other people do that? Can anyone
Transfer FFL.
transfer? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if that's an employee thing or if they'll actually do that for other people. I'm not sure on the policy.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Find out from anyone.
Now I do know, especially on long guns, folks from other states have bought guns here, and we have shipped the gun to their FFL. Yeah, so someone's on a road trip and they come and they find the shotgun of their dream. We had a Perazzi M8, was it? But
I didn't know this.
we had a Perazzi over here on the used gun for months. In fact, I thought it was sold twice. If it was only $6,000, you know, it's a bonus. You know,
That's
it's an affordable. Perazzi.
That's an entry level Perazzi.
Yeah, it's an entry level Perazzi. And somebody
It is.
finally did buy that, and we shipped it to their FFL.
Can you do layaway?
I mean, when I went to
Local customers, I think. I don't know about.
believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do have a layaway program, but I don't know all the details. That's something I try to stay away from.
Right.
Personally.
You'd be on layaway for 10
Oh
years.
my gosh. Oh man, if I start putting stuff on layaway here.
Yeah,
Oh.
for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah,
bad.
Walt, what were you going to say about the Perazzi?
I mean, when I learned about those guns at the SHOT Show, they say there was $80,000, $100,000 shotguns.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, holy cow,
I
man!
had no
That's
idea.
some people. That's some people's houses.
Yeah, or the match sets that are like $250,000. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, whoo.
Yeah, those are almost bespoke shotguns.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to the factory and they measure you and
Yes, they fit you.
yeah,
They fit you.
make the gun to you. Yeah.
Yeah. What shotguns were we using when we were for the
For the pheasant hunt?
Yeah.
There was a selection of semi-automatic Berettas, a lot of 391s, one Explorer, one Browning semi-auto, and I think a Beretta 682 over/under.
The over-unders were awesome.
Yeah.
There was two of them, I think.
And then,
right?
and then one of them was a personal owned gun, a Browning Satori.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The over-unders are awesome. I have to get an over-under right now. So
Yeah.
if anyone wants to get one of those for me for
Good
like
over-unders are awesome.
you know,
You
just
gotta,
for Hank
you
Strange
gotta
Day
watch.
or
You
something.
gotta watch some of the shot when you buy shotguns. You gotta make sure that it fits you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
important. Yes.
Yep.
The cheek weld and the comb and all that stuff.
The drop
you know.
and the
If
comb
not,
and all that stuff.
if
Yep.
not, you can't do nothing with it. You can't. You can't.
Yeah. And if
That's my-
it's too out of spec for your body, it's actually physically painful to shoot it. Yeah.
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 Lola dropped at least one pheasant with that over-under. Yeah. I think I got at least 3.
Cool.
Yeah. One Kevin Dixie stole from me.
Yeah.
You know, there was one that was like, so the last one, which I know I hit. Kevin Dixie might argue this. No one believe him. I have evidence of this, that I took that one out. But then when Kevin goes and gets it and he says it's too pretty, he's getting it stuffed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
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 Oh man.
Yeah. He's keeping that one apparently. So, yeah, we'll be fighting about that. You'll see. You guys will see when Kevin Dixie comes on. Brian Quick says, anything new coming with a BRN with the BRN 180 line?
The answer is yes. The other answer is I can't reveal any details. But the answer is yes. Stay tuned.
Okay. So, okay. I hope that becomes a Hank Strange exclusive. I get to know about that when that comes out, but somehow, you know.
When it's BRN 180 reveal time, I'll let you know.
I
Yeah.
hate keeping secrets.
Yes.
Oh, sounds good. Carolina EDC reviews live show turn out to be a QVC shopping show.
Woo! But wait, there's more. Oh.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Any other questions from Patrick and Walter?
No.
People are just talking about the price of shotguns. There's lots of expensive shotguns out
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah. I think did we have on Standard Manufacturing before? I know that Standard Manufacturing or Connecticut Shotgun, they make expensive shotguns. I think their entry level is $70,000 for those, and they're bespoke. You sit in a room, you choose the wood of the stock. They have all this awesome, wood that you can do it with. You can get scroll work. Yeah, it's really good stuff. So, okay, let's see here. Flying Rich says, where is Roy going to be next weekend?
I will be at the Iraq Vet 8888 YouTuber shoot.
There you go, boom. Who? Anyone else going out there? If you guys are going to the shoot, let us know. I won't be able to make it because I'll still be on the road. So let us know about
Next
that.
weekend. Okay, that's the weekend before now. Creek.
Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's see here. American Freedom Outdoors says, "What is the most common gun that you sell at Brownells?" Do you know?
Oh, good lord.
Is it a Glock?
Let me take a guess.
It's probably some type of AR-15.
Oh, Aaron.
That's what I would think.
Now again, when you say, do you mean the retail store or do you mean online? Because it'll probably be a little bit different.
I was going to guess a pistol.
Yeah, I would think it would be a handgun.
Yeah.
I was going to guess a Taurus.
So let's do both. So do you know what it is at the store?
I
versus-
don't know
what
the
about
numbers.
online?
I was strictly just making a guess just based on the number of AR-15 variants we stock. And I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but knowing, for example, we sell a whole bunch of BRN 180 uppers, a whole bunch of those. I know that's not a complete gun, but I would guess it may be some sort of 9mm pistol or some sort of AR-15. But that would strictly be my guess.
Okay. All right. This is a question for me. When is Brownells going to make a Brownells exclusive Bullpup?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah. Are you guys into Bullpups? Caleb, come on, man. You got to be into Bullpups. Come on.
Oh,
I'm not a huge bullpup.
Oh, Caleb, you're breaking my heart. You don't like Bullpups?
No, when you said bullpup, I thought you were joking. I don't like.
Patrick is enjoying that.
Oh, that was great.
oh my goodness.
You haters.
No, so it depends on the bullpup and the caliber though.
Okay.
I'll be honest. So
Have you shot any Bullpups?
I've shot some logs and MDRs
Okay.
and stuff. I don't know.
I don't blame you for not liking the MDR.
I'm not a huge MDR fan, especially the 5.56. I don't mind. The 308. I do not like at all.
Well, I think they took time. I don't know if it's all fully worked out now. That's the Desert Techs, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe now they're better worked out, but and the AUGs are good. What's wrong with the AUGs? You don't like the trigger?
They're okay. I don't like everything happening right here.
Oh, okay.
Under my face.
Now, what was that orangey bullpup I shot at your house?
Oh, that is a K&M Arms M17S.
Okay, M17S. And I'll be honest, I don't own a bullpup right now, and the knock for me has always been the transfer bar for the trigger. But that had the best trigger I've ever tried in a bullpup.
Okay, that
I
has
was
a great
impressed.
trigger.
It had a great trigger, and not even great trigger for a bullpup. It just had a great trigger. But every other bullpup I've ever tried has got that transfer bar system, and yeah.
Yeah, Kel-Tec's got a decent. The RDB is good, but Patrick and I was shooting the RFB. Kel-Tec's RFB.
That's the 308,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
long.
don't like that one.
No?
No, and I think so. I'll be honest. I think the biggest reason I don't like bullpups is because, like, in my early days of gunsmithing, I did so many conversion kits, converting like 1022s and SKSs, that I just developed a hate for them
The
because of that.
SKS bullpup. Oh,
Yeah.
that's like so 1996.
like-
It's not even funny.
I'm left eye dominant, right? So I want to shoot everything left-handed
Right.
primarily. And on the SKS bullpup
Oh.
kit, you got to have dental insurance if you
Yeah.
want to shoot that left-handed.
Yeah.
So and that to be honest, I think that's where the root of my disdain for the bullpup comes from.
I'm not a big fan of kits. There are some good kits out there that we've messed around with.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of kits. But there's some really good bullpups out there.
Yeah,
IWI's got the Tavor, the X95.
yeah, Tavor's a cool gun.
Yeah. So, but hey, so I'm gonna do some kind of reel one of these days where I put all the video of me asking people about bullpups, and then everyone just dumps on me.
They say you so hard.
And then Walter and Patrick just enjoying it.
Dude, the SKS bullpup, I just had a mental flash. The most screwed up, jankety thing that was so horrible, it was actually beautiful and awesome I've ever seen. I used to live an hour and a half away from the Wanamaker Gun Show in Tulsa.
Yeah.
So I would go to the Wanamaker Gun Show because I was 90 minutes away from it in western Arkansas. And I stopped in a pawn shop. I mean, I was at the Wanamaker for hours and hours and hours and didn't get quite enough. I stopped in, I always stop in random pawn shops to see what they got. And the guy had a homemade Gatling gun that had like 6 SKSs welded on
Oh,
frame.
no.
With 30-round duckbill magazines. And
No.
crack. And it was so.
It worked?
It was like Tiger King meets Mad Max, baby. It was
I
just-
actually want to see that.
It was
now.
so hideously awful. It was beautiful. It
Yeah.
was absolutely
If
beautiful.
that still exists out there,
Oh
and
my
someone
gosh.
owns it.
That'd have been like 1990, literally 1995 or 1996.
I'm gonna Google it to see if
Oh
I
my
can find
gosh,
something.
it was so.
I remember seeing stuff like that. So
Oh yeah.
you gotta remember that's when SKS was cheap.
Cheap,
So,
yeah, so cheap.
you could do all that kind of goofy stuff with the guns, and there was no major pain to your pocketbook. So yeah.
We just had a car pull up. I'm gonna go check and see what this is all about.
Oh. Hopefully Lola's not getting arrested out there.
Brian Quick says, "Bullpups are the mother-in-law of firearms."
Wait, who said that?
Brian Quick.
Okay.
Mother-in-law of firearms.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Okay, you bastard. Screaming Skull Saloon says, I love my PS90 and my wife loves my Steyr AUG. There you go.
All right.
So there you go. Screaming Skull Saloon says also, I would rather shoot all of my other rifles over my AUG, but I still like it, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DLD After Dark says RFB is pretty sick. I will say I don't currently own any Bullpups. And Mr. Lovell says, I'll admit I wanted to vor an AUG. John Doe says, did Brownells ever come out with an AR-180 retro folding stock?
No, we did not.
Okay. Is that, I don't know, is that in the works? Do you know? Would you know about those?
There was some talk about it, but it was never something that was actually developed. I think Roy may know a little bit more about that than me. We can ask him about it.
Go ahead, Walt.
The original AR-180 folding stock can only be said one thing about it. It sucks.
It did suck. it did suck. Yeah.
And that was one of the major downfalls of that when they tested it, is the stock would fail, would break, and things like that. So
Yeah.
because it was all a sheet metal hinge, it just wasn't very very heavy. So. But,
Yeah.
It could probably be done in using some other materials, and it would probably come out. It'd probably be pretty cool. So
Yeah, we could probably just cut something out of billet aluminum and hinge it, or
mill something out.
something easy.
Yeah. Did you guys, do you know how many of the BRN 180s have been sold? Is it something that will be worth for companies out there to develop aftermarket stuff for it?
I don't know how many have been sold.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an interesting number.
I have one.
But there
I know
are
one.
there are a few companies doing some stuff. There's
Mm-hmm.
some smaller companies. I can't think of the name of the guy right now, but he's making like some retro style pistol grips and stocks and stuff like that for it.
Oh, okay.
But there's some stuff out there you can get for him that's aftermarket that we're not making and other people are.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you going to say, Walt?
No, I'd just say I have a BRN 180S, a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're getting here. Joe Morris says, loaded up, she's a heavy girl, but love my KSG.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
KSG's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of that.
And DLD After Dark says, dude, there's actually a surprising amount of SKS Gatling guns out there. Really?
What?
So I should be able to Google this and
Yeah.
come up with something.
Somebody.
My
I
goodness.
remember when those were advertised in Shotgun News, actually.
Yeah.
And that kind of dates it. So yeah.
Yeah. So Flying Rich is shouting you out. He says, hey, Mr. Savant.
Hey, Flying Rich.
There you go. A BOP out there.
Yes, he is.
Do you know how many BRN 180s you guys sold, Roy?
No.
No? A lot?
I know they keep going out of stock, and we keep getting more.
All of
Yeah.
them is a fair answer.
Yeah.
We've sold
Okay.
all of them.
Yeah, they keep going out of
Do you
stock.
know how many you've made?
No.
Okay.
All of them.
Yes. Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
very good answer.
I work
Very
on the
good
marketing side, and then it's the product people who have those numbers. And
Okay.
I usually don't see those
Yeah.
specific numbers. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering, the reason why I asked it is to see if there was like a significant number. It would make it, more likely for people to make accessories. I know Caleb says there's some companies that are making accessories for the BRN 180.
Yeah, there's I can't remember the name of the guy's company, but he's making aftermarket stocks and
Cool.
grips and stuff for
Cool.
that mimic the retro one. I wish I could remember the name of them right now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And Mr. Lovell, because we were talking about the folding stock for the BRA, Mr. Lovell says the SIG stock for the MCX would look nice on the 180.
Yes, it does. My favorite stock for the 180 is the 1913 AK triangle stock. That's my favorite. I think that looks the coolest on it.
Okay. Walt, what kind of stocks are you, what are you running on yours?
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
It's
AK triangle stock. It's just the stock, everybody. It's just the stock.
the stock.
It's just the stock.
It's just the stock.
Nothing attached to that.
Oh boy.
Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. Here's the whole freaking stock. All right.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Very nice.
yeah.
And there is one of those 223 AK mags, a Chinese one,
Cool.
a Type 84 mag.
Yes. I remember when those were.
For you, yeah. I have one of
Marinco,
those
right?
over. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, do those work in AK 102?
I would probably say no.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
to be safe, I would probably say no.
Gotcha.
AK 102, that's like the PSA gun. What is that?
No,
Or
it's
just
a Kalashnikov.
Yeah. That
Oh,
would
yeah.
work.
5.56.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet my existence on it. No.
Yeah.
Okay, just curious. Yeah.
Yeah, we're approaching 9 o'clock, but since we came in late, I'm going to go a little bit later.
That's
if that's
fine.
okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm
Rock
down.
and
With you
roll.
guys. And I would ask everyone out there to smash the thumbs ups who's joining us, share this. I think it's been a great conversation, even though we've had technical difficulties. Sometimes that's the best. So let's see. Flying Rich has a question. He says, do you guys miss Josh? Joshy.
Who? Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh.
Yes, we miss
Josh
Josh.
who?
Yeah,
Oh.
we miss Josh.
Yeah.
Josh still works for Brownells. Still does work for Brownells, but Josh no longer lives in the United States. So yeah, you can check him out on Joshua Coburn on Instagram, and you can keep up with his
Yeah. You can
doings
slide all up in his DMs.
in Nicaragua.
Yes. Shout out to him.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, I did see him a couple of weeks ago in Utah, and I missed him. I
Yeah.
missed him when I
Yeah.
saw him. I was like, oh man, Josh, yeah.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time, right?
Yeah, we need to have a good hug session.
Yeah. Is is it potentially coming back for SHOT Show, is he?
I think that's the plan. If SHOT Show happens.
If it happens. Yeah, this is a good question, since we have Brownells.
If it happens.
The knowers of all things, is SHOT Show happening?
As far as we know. I know they still keep putting stuff. The NSSF still keeps putting stuff out about SHOT Show upcoming, et cetera, et cetera. But we thought, and I'm not saying anything against the NSSF. I'm just saying we all thought the NRA show was going to happen in Houston until what, 6 days before it was supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's my fault because I've never been to a trade show with Brownells, but every one I get scheduled on with Brownells gets canceled.
Right.
So,
Unschedule
He's the
him.
reason. He's the reason.
Unschedule him from that one.
He's the reason. It's your fault.
So it can happen. So likelihood. What do you guys think of the likelihood that it would happen?
I think it'll happen.
You think
I
that's
mean,
good?
I was
You were
in Vegas.
just in Vegas. You were just in Vegas.
Yeah,
I know, Roy.
yeah.
I know. I heard about this.
Yeah. In Vegas yesterday, in the hotel policies, and I was in 3 different hotels. The hotel policy was if you were in the hotel and not in your room and not at a bar and not sitting down and eating, you had to wear a mask. There were some people wearing masks in the street. Most people were maskless. At the fight, at the UFC fight in T-Mobile, you had to have a mask to get in, but once everybody was in, 99% of people just took the mask off, and it was no big deal.
So,
based on what I saw
Roy, I
at
don't know if you
T-Mobile
know this.
Arena, I think, SHOT Show will happen. I hope it happens. If there's going to be an issue, I would think the issue would be with something like Las Vegas municipal government. But Las Vegas, Saturday and Sunday was absolutely crawling with people because
okay.
in the same weekend there was a UFC fight, there was a boxing match, there was a Las Vegas Raiders football game, and a NASCAR race. So
Oh, wow.
it was It was packed.
That's more busy than I thought
It
Vegas would
was
be.
packed. It was crawling with people.
So all the hotels had that policy. So if you're not in your room, you have to have a mask on.
The 3 hotels I was in, for various reasons, all had that
And
same
if you
policy.
didn't have a mask on, they asked you to put it on?
I was asked to put a mask on at the front desk at the hotel I checked into, so I put
Okay.
one on. And but yeah. But if you were in the bar area, if you had a drink in your hand, no mask.
Yeah,
You can
the
drink
place
with
where
a
you're more
mask on,
susceptible. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Roy.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Roy. I don't know if you know this, but COVID doesn't affect you if you're eating, drinking, or socializing with something in your hand. It just,
Right.
It
I
doesn't
knew that.
matter.
Or
Yeah.
Right.
Or
So that's why
spending
you're drinking the
money.
whiskey tonight. Is
Spending
that your
money.
COVID
To
prevention?
get
Yes.
it out of that's right.
Yeah,
COVID
Dr.
kills-
Fauci definitely said that you are immune if you are taking.
Whiskey kills COVID cooties. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's up? What you wanted to say, Walter?
You're not. You can't. It's okay not to wear a mask as long as you're spending money.
Yeah, probably true.
Interesting. Yeah. He says it's okay not to wear a mask.
Okay, if you're spending money, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Well,
I
you're buying
I
a
have to wear
drink, you're
mask a
spending
lot.
money. You're eating
Yeah,
dinner, you're
I need to
spending
do
money. You're
mask
putting money in the slot machine, you're spending money. It's like, okay, well,
Oh, at the slot
If you
machines,
just-
you have to wear a mask? Did you see people at the slot?
Not if you have a
wearing
drink.
I saw
You gotta do is
folks
hold-
wearing masks at the slot machine. I also saw folks not wearing masks at the slot
If
machine.
they're drinking.
If
If
you're
you're
sitting,
drinking, yeah, if you got drink, yeah.
Yeah.
if you're sitting at a poker table next to somebody with a drink, you don't have to wear a mask.
I
But if
don't
you
know. I
don't
didn't
have a
go to
drink-
any of the poker rooms, so I don't know.
If you don't have a drink, you have to. Just guessing here. Just guessing.
It's crazy. I'm
Don't you
wondering
feel
how they're
safe?
going to do that for SHOT Show.
That's going to be a great question.
Yeah. And
How can
yeah.
how do you conduct business with?
That's going to be a great question.
Yeah.
Marley
And,
at
and
Subway
we're
is such
all
a
going to have
disaster.
to be in the wait and see. I think NSSF has absolutely every intention of having SHOT Show, but I mean, who knows?
I believe
what
they
happens.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
believe
who
they
knows
do.
what
It's a big show
happens.
for them. Yeah. That's going to be interesting to see. We'll see. I say there's a high probability it won't happen, but I do hope it actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since
Yeah.
we've done anything like that. So I would like to see everyone. Walter, if you have to wear a mask, are you going?
Well, look at I have table. I spent a lot of money for the tables already.
For
All
your
right.
booth?
Yeah. So if I don't go, I just threw that money away.
True.
That doesn't mean I'll wear it all the time. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Plus, we might be able to get Baron von Savant here to show up in your booth for a limited time.
Signing autographs.
That would be worth going for.
I will grace you with my presence.
You're very welcome. Come on down to see us. Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully we get there, we make it happen. Dan Davis says, you guys did retro rifles. Any plans to do a retro handgun?
Not that I know of. But again, this is a product-specific, product decision type question. And number one, I'd have to ask the product guys. And if they were planning something like that, if they had something like that on the drawing table, they probably wouldn't be ready to talk about it. But to my knowledge, right now, I don't know of any plans for that.
Yeah. And we have another question coming in here about Josh. And we're going to try to get Josh to come on the show, by the way, from Nicaragua. I think he can. He's got internet access. I'll work it out.
I have no idea on Nicaraguan civilian gun culture.
Yeah, Brian Quick says, is there a civilian gun culture in Nicaragua?
I
That
have
is a
no
socialist
idea.
country, right? Someone look
yes.
that up and see. Let's see if
Very
there is.
much so, socialist.
Yeah.
Senor Ortega, yes.
Very.
Yeah. But I think everyone here supports Josh being over there. He's Josh is that go on my own journey kind of guy, and he seems to be having a really, really good time.
If you keep up with him on Instagram, you'll see all sorts of
Yeah.
things going
It
on.
reminds me of that Mummy movie. I think they had a very good time.
Very good time.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers that line in there. But Josh is having a lot of fun. Like when I talk to him, and if you follow him, he's Coburn Josh.
Or just Joshua Coburn.
Is it Josh Coburn or Coburn Josh? One of those on Instagram.
You'll find them either way.
You'll
Yeah,
find him,
and he's
yeah.
doing lots of cool stuff, and they're having a good time out there. So, we'll see if Patrick. I don't know, Patrick. Do you see any are there any crazy laws in Nicaragua about guns.
I wasn't looking it up, but I don't know.
He's just Joshua Coburn on Instagram.
Joshua Coburn. Yeah, and you can ask him all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I would take it. So there you go. I know there's a big cigar culture. So, and he's into that.
Yes.
Which is,
yes.
may have a relation, I think, to why he's there or something he's getting up to over there.
I'm not sure of all the details on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know when I was talking to him, I'm not sure if that's for public consumption or not, but he's doing a lot of cigar stuff. So let's see. What is
Nicaragua? Just offhand, I think Nicaragua tobacco is like the new Cuba, isn't it? Nicaragua and Dominican tobacco are like the new Cuban tobaccos for cigars.
Yeah.
Right, because when the Communist Revolution happened in Cuba, some of the folks, some of the grand old families of the cigar trade there took their seeds and as much as possible fled to other places. But
Okay.
so a lot of the Nicaraguan and Dominican tobacco does have Cuban seed origins. Now, then people will say, well, they don't have the same soil, the same humidity, the same growing conditions. I've smoked some Cubanos. I like cigars. I like a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. There's even some Dominicans I really like.
So you think the flavor is good? What do you think is the flavor or whatever you're getting better, Cuba or Nicaragua?
In cigar preference, like so many other things, like what's your favorite whiskey, what's your favorite pasta, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream, it's so subjective. I mean, I know the ones I like.
Okay.
But it's just so. I mean, the Cubanos I've had are really good.
Yeah.
But,
so if you could get Josh to send you a lifetime supply of cigars, would you rather that he lives in Nicaragua or Cuba? Let's put that question that way.
I don't feel like I've sampled enough Cubans to know the answer to that question 100%. Right.
I think there's a lot of people out there that would say they don't feel like they've sampled enough
Right,
Cubans.
right.
Okay. Let me move on before we get in trouble. You're into cigars also?
Yes, I have a humidor full of cigars at home. I have had Cuban cigars, but I was too young and stupid to appreciate it the right way because I was in Afghanistan at the time, and you could get them in Afghanistan.
Oh,
okay. And
That's
I was
interesting.
and it was.
Oh,
this,
of course, you
right.
can.
It was
Okay,
this,
what am I saying?
It was this German shop that was on Fob Shank at the time, and they had Cuban cigars there. And I bought them from there, and I was just some dumb, like, 20-year-old kid smoking Cuban cigars because I could.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead, Walt.
From what I understand, people fall for there's this aura, this thing about Cuban cigars.
Exactly.
But really, the quality's not there as it used to be at one time, years and years and years and years and years ago. So, a lot of Cuban cigars are nothing to really write home about, from what I understand. Versus the Dominicans and Nicaraguans and all the other tobaccos and the blends and everything else. So, but that's just what I hear.
Yeah, but no, I mean, to answer your question, I do enjoy my finer tobaccos. I like cigars, but I do prefer pipe tobacco over cigar.
Okay, so you're a pipe guy. Yeah, I've only smoked ever once.
One cigar.
With you,
And
because you're a bad influence.
Yes. Thank you.
When I
wear that
almost
badge.
died climbing
Well, we
up a
almost
mountain.
died climbing on a mountain, and to celebrate your live day, as it
Yeah,
were, you had a
exactly.
cigar. Yeah.
Hey, go to altitude and start smoking. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Yeah.
It was a fantastic plan.
Yeah, I was just glad I was still alive. But I know there's quite a few guys in Brownells that are into cigars and that kind of thing.
Well,
not everyone, obviously. Everyone has their own thing.
It's kind of not necessarily a part, but it's not an uncommon thing, especially for folks into, say, Second Amendment lifestyle. I mean, you go out shoot. After you're done shooting, you relax with a nice whiskey and a fine cigar. I mean, it's hard to beat that kind of day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good day.
Yeah. And then the pipe, I think for me as a secondhand smoker, I prefer the pipes. The pipes have a better smell.
It's not an odor, it's an aroma.
It's an aroma.
Yeah.
And I like pipes a lot too.
Yeah.
I'll just go on record and say I'm a pipe guy too.
Yeah, whenever someone's smoking a pipe, I always feel old school, like back in the day.
Pipe full of ganja. Pipe full of ganja. Yes. Yeah.
I'm not. We're sitting.
go,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but no, it's
Yeah, where
I
we are
just
right
want to say
now.
I like my job in the gun industry.
Yeah,
I just want to
exactly.
go on the record and say I like my job in the gun industry.
Yeah, no
Cool,
one's
cool
gonna
running,
have any
man. Cool
comment on
running.
that.
Yeah.
pipe tobacco, bourbon, and guns. Favorite things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Cigar and Guns.
Oh yeah, Adrian. Heck yeah.
Shout out to him out there. If you guys are into all of that stuff,
Yeah.
Adrian is.
Adrian's
And,
good people.
Yeah, Cigars and Guns talks about that, as well as Kevin Dixie.
Kevin Dixie, Stogies
There's
and Straps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do that we?
Oh, a bunch of folks. I've had cigars with so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you smoke any cigars with Bullet Valentina?
No.
Okay, she doesn't do any of that stuff.
Well, as a professional fighter, professional
Yeah.
athlete, she doesn't even eat sugar when she's training.
Oh.
Right.
Oh,
So there
goodness.
were celebratory cookies after the fight, but they were sugar free.
Oh.
They were
The kind of
sugar-free.
cookies I will never eat.
They were sugar free. Right.
Yeah.
I like
Ain't no
sugar-free ginger
celebration.
beer, but
Yeah, those aren't cookies.
no, but she's very serious and very committed about her physical regimen. It's one of the reasons she's 6 or 7 times UFC world champion. But yeah.
Yeah. Lola wants to know if we talked about one of the cool things about coming to the store and using the computer in order to order and pick up an item. Yes, we did, Lola.
Yes, we did.
So let's see. Dan Davis said trade shows are going to be going to go the way of the dodo. Video game industry proved it can just be done remote and be done cheaper.
That may be the case, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I hope not.
You
I
can't.
hope that we can actually
it's
still
hard.
get
It's hard
together.
to. It's hard to physically touch a video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is a lot of people want to physically see and touch that gun. You know,
Right.
guns are and gun frames and gun stocks are all, you know, they're like that fine cigar. Some people they like to touch that cigar before they smoke it, right? You know, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but
Smell
also, I mean, also I would say it's really important for us, I think, in the gun industry to actually physically be able to get together with each other. You know, we have so many different ways that people are coming down on us. I mean, something that's protected by the Second Amendment. I don't think we should lose the actually getting together part. Even if we have to get smaller and do it in different parts of the country.
Right.
You know, like Brownells can have maybe something here.
Or who knows what will mutate out of the whole situation. But something you said there, Hank, for me, whenever we go to one of those events, that be it SHOT Show or NRA annual meetings or any sort of other fairly sizable gathering, there's just something about walking around, being surrounded by a whole lot of other people who think and feel the same way.
Absolutely.
It's just not replaceable.
Yeah, we can
It's not
hug each
replaceable.
other
Yeah.
and talk to
Yeah.
each other.
And just to know everybody
Well,
you meet is going to be.
What's that?
Hug each other.
Yeah.
I don't go to
it
Joe to
seems
hug
like a small thing, but you know what? A lot of us are kind of like, with everything going on, we're living very remote lives. You know, you feel like you don't really see. I feel that way. People probably feel like I have so many friends and I hang out with people all the time. No, I don't even see Patrick as much as you would think, or Walter. You know, so
Not as much as you used
Don't.
to.
yeah.
Or you don't see my ammo.
If you don't see his ammo. Yes, we definitely miss the safety harbor of firearms ammo.
I do too, actually.
The good old days when we could just burn through ammo. We're gonna do it again. I'm definitely inviting.
Oh, it's
go,
I
what?
mean, gun prices are falling like there's deals out there like there were before all this stuff started right now. And ammo's coming slowly down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't just be patient. Be patient. It's all about time. You got plenty of time.
Absolutely. I would tell everyone, if you know, unless you absolutely have to buy stuff, save your money. Hopefully this will
Yeah,
all
I
get
mean,
better.
I hate that. You know, I know you guys are in the retail business there, but people going out and buying everything they get their hands on as soon as it pops up is just driving the prices up. That's all it does.
Yeah.
So it just creates fake shortages. We'll say that fake shortages.
Yeah. Man Against the Masses say they allow gun ownership in Nicaragua. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Lola Strange wants to know what's been the most controversial Smith Buster
Oh man.
discussion.
Oh,
Yeah, big feedback.
the most
But you already know.
controversial.
No, but I got to guess, but we'll see what Caleb said.
Oh, okay.
You know, most controversial. I don't know, man. We get a lot of both ways, kind of on all of them. What were you thinking, Roy?
The one that went kind of hot on a certain website that I remember was the built versus assembled controversy.
Where did that go hot?
Well, on a certain website named after the rifle that was being built.
Oh, I didn't know it went hot.
Yeah, it had its own thread. That one got its own thread.
I didn't know it. I gotta go.
I'll send you the link. I'll
Yeah,
find
send
it
me
and
the
you
link.
Yeah.
Isn't
So,
that
yeah.
somewhat under the umbrella? Isn't ARFCOM under the umbrella?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under the Brownells umbrella.
So in that Smith Buster, it was the build versus assemble. You know, because all the you didn't build that, you assembled it guys always crapping on the.
Oh, the question of are you building this gun or are you
Yeah.
assembling it?
Yeah.
I would say you're assembling it.
I said you're building it.
Oh, you said you're building it?
I'm an advocate for the home builder, so I said you're building it.
Oh, really?
So according to Merriam-Webster, build and assemble, they're synonyms. So you don't need to crap on somebody just to demean them.
Okay, so yeah, someone doesn't have to get called out or whatever
Yeah.
just because they say the word build, which I say a lot. I do say it.
They
but,
don't have to
yeah.
go mine the ore and refine their own aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Okay. You don't have to do that. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Walt.
No, even the guy that builds a rifle, he doesn't build everything. He
Right.
buys
Yeah,
parts.
I'm building a
And
custom
he
Mauser right now.
fits- He fits them
That's building.
together. He doesn't bore that rifle barrel out. He doesn't rifle it. He doesn't machine the receiver from scratch. He buys those parts and he assembles them.
Right.
Right.
Or
That's what he does. yeah.
I'm big into black
Now-
powder guns. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody buys Siler locks, right? They don't go out and build their own flintlock. They buy a lock
Yeah.
from Siler Locks or somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you going to
Yeah,
say,
I mean,
Caleb? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Walt.
I mean, there are guys out there that build a complete flintlock rifle, but they get top dollar for that stuff. Those are pieces of art when they get
Yeah.
done. You've seen those guns, I'm sure.
They're
those,
going to wait 3
you know,
years for. Yeah.
Right. I mean, like a Shiloh Sharps rifle, like the Shiloh Sharps rifles, you get on a waiting list for years before you get the gun. And I've seen a couple of those guns, and they're like, you can't see the difference between the receiver and the wood. It's so finely fit and everything else. That's but
Yeah. So we got some
now
comments.
the other end, if building AR-15 from parts, that doesn't mean it's going to work. I've seen a lot of AR-15s that people assemble and they don't run, or AKs or like that. So
Yeah, let's see. We got a bunch of comments on this. LV Louis Cypher says, I'm not going to crap on someone who uses build over assemble or vice versa. Armament in Axis says, when you build a house, do you make all the parts or buy them
do you
and put
cut
them
the wood?
together?
Do you make the nails? No, you don't do that. No.
Yeah, Appalachian Gunrunner, I've always said build, but believe it's truly just assembling. Yeah, so,
Yeah. I will always use the term build.
Yeah.
okay. Patrick,
If
go ahead, Walt.
I said if you're that much of a nitpicker between those two words, then you got to find something else. You got to find something else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the point. Yeah. Exactly.
Where are you at on this, Patrick?
Say
Build is fine. Build works for me.
Yeah.
I make it. I made that thing.
Yeah, I make AKs. That's all I say.
Yeah, people
made
are
it.
always just waiting to jump
Right.
all over other people. I
Yep.
think in
Yep.
the gun world,
And that's
which-
the whole
yeah.
point of the video, is to quit. Just quit attacking people, man. They're building this gun at home. They're assembling this gun at home. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They're asking
Yeah.
you for help. They're on this form asking for help.
Right.
So there's
don't be
no
a prick.
point in attacking them over that. Just help them.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be a prick.
Exactly. Thank you. You said it. Thank you.
I mean,
Words of
the internet's
wisdom.
full-
Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have a T-shirt. We should make a safety harbor.
Oh, done. Oh, jeez.
Done.
No, not Walter.
Done.
Walter,
Done.
Walter will be all over that. Listen, we tend to do that a lot, I think, in this community. Maybe in other communities, I'm sure it happens wherever human beings are. But we tend to jump over people, you know, if they don't exactly 100% agree with us on a lot of different things. I think what's the most important is, do they believe in the Constitution and the Second Amendment, you know, your right to defend yourself, that kind of thing, and a lot of these other things that we want to beat people up on. Yeah, the nuances was what Lola said. You know,
I mean, you always get the new people into any hobby. Well, it's military vehicles, mini bikes, coin collecting, and they always ask the simple questions first, and then these JOs go, that's been discussed 1,000 times here. You know, you don't need to ask that question. Go look at it. Well, sorry for me asking a simple question, guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Even when I see new people say clip instead of magazine,
and magazine,
I don't beat them up over it. You know, I just, if I get a chance, I'm like, listen, you know, just so you know, gun guys are gonna go crazy. You know, this is what it is, and I don't hold it against you. It comes from movies or whatever it is.
We got a video, clip versus magazine. This is the criteria for a magazine. You know, you have the body, you have a follower, you have a spring. This is a clip. You know, and we lay it out in a nice way.
Help people. Help people.
How about clipazines?
Clipazines.
I like clipazines. Is what I like.
Yeah,
that sounds like a venereal disease.
The banana
clipazines,
banana
baby.
clipazines.
Heck yeah. I got one painted yellow even. Golly.
Them yellow clipazines.
Yellow clipazines, man. That's my favorite one.
Yeah. Brass Catcher says, excellent episode and great guests. Listen, we probably should wrap it up right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let Walter and Patrick go first and tell the folks out there how they can get in touch with them. I'll start with Patrick.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP or baby_faceP on Instagram. I had a video went out today, and I'll have some more coming out soon. So lots of stuff coming.
Awesome, great. Walter, how about you?
Safety Harbor Firearms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Dirtfoot Racing, the mini bike stuff I do, is also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I said that right, yeah. And there's stenparts.com. I know. Check us out.
Awesome. And then I will go to Caleb. Let's start with Caleb. If folks want to reach out to you, how can they do that?
Yeah, so the Brownells YouTube channel, Brownells, and then my Instagram, which is Baron Von Savant, and then, of course, just the other Brownells social media accounts.
Yeah, and if you stay tuned to my channel, at some point in the future, before the next 10 years from now, I will put up a video of where Baron Von Savant comes from. And let you guys know. Roy, how can folks reach out to you?
Of course, like Caleb said, Brownells YouTube channel, Brownells Instagram. We're on Twitter, dude. We're on TikTok when we don't get banned. We're everywhere. We're even on Twitch.
We're even on Twitch.
How many gun companies can say they're on Twitch?
You need to get up on that Minds.
This dude's on Twitch.
So
get up on Minds.
The Twitch isn't a Brownells account yet. It's my account. It's Baron Von Savant. But that's where we're representing Brownells for the time being.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am Possum Fatback.
Yeah.
No
Yes,
O on
he
the front
is.
of Possum, hillbilly spell. Possum Fatback.
Yeah.
Fatback.
What's that,
Possum
Walt?
Fatback.
Yes, he is. He's Possum Fatback.
Yes, absolutely.
To the
He is.
bone.
The one and only. The one and only.
The one
And so, yeah, there's lots of people thanking everyone. They say there folks out there saying it's been a great show. I definitely want to thank you guys for doing this. We're gonna run in the end here, and then we're gonna come back and get words of wisdom from you two guys. So you got, I don't know, one of you has
terrifying.
leave us with the words of wisdom. But we'll do that here. Big thanks to everyone who was so patient with us, waiting out there for us to come on, and then while we had our technical difficulties, as well as Walter and Patrick. You know, they were like, "What's happening? Are we doing a show?" I'm trying to do the shows at least on Monday, so we're only gonna be doing this Monday because Lola and I are gonna be crazy busy the rest of the week. But
good. I'm off the rest of the week. Okay.
Yeah. You guys are off. You're welcome. But I really want to thank everyone for doing this, and especially I want to thank Caleb and Roy and the whole Brownells crew for putting up with us, letting us stay here overnight in the store and all that, and then being so awesome with Lola and myself. I really
We always love to see you.
Yeah.
So glad you're here.
Yeah, so I'm going to run in the end, Big shout out to Barnauls as well, as you guys see down there, makers of performance steel case ammunition. Big shout out to those guys. I'm going to run in the end. We're going to come right back here and get our words of wisdom before we get out. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys smash the thumbs ups and subscribe here to the channel. We're going to rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes and all your favorite places to get your audio podcasts from. All right, so words of wisdom. Who's going to do it? Oh, Caleb, you.
All right.
You. It's all you.
All right. If you look good, you smith good. Okay, take it from the #1 hair in the industry. Hank, you need this more than me.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Disregard that. Everyone knows I'm the #1. Disregard that. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. This is the last word. He waited for the last word.
Oh boy, that was way better than what I was gonna do. Dang, man.
Okay, all right. I'll give it to you. You got good here. I didn't get to see my barber this week. Sorry. My bad.
We're out, guys.
We're out of here.
I ain't trying to top that at all. I'm
Big
out.
thanks to everyone. We love you guys. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next week. Peace out.